I just got a double kill. Kills.
Not one.
3 kills. Right here, Matt, on my left.
Moving up on him.
He's down, he's down. He's down. There's one left, where's he at?
Squirrel.
Oh, I just got a double kill. 2 kills.
Moving up on you.
3 kills. Oh yeah, man, on my left.
Moving up on him.
He's down, he's down. He's down. There's one left, where's he at?
Up a squirrel.
Oh, I just got a double kill. kills. Three kills. Oh yeah, man, on my left. He's down, he's down. He's down. There's one left, where's he at?
To be waiting and ready to race. They're going to spawn a fresh vehicle for you every time you race. So just be ready to be in a race vehicle. I'm going to drop the map into the chat area here now, just so you're aware of the course, and you've got a live version of it. Let's grab it here. All right, just uploading that now. So you'll notice where the start-finish time area is, and then you want to be close to that. Just make sure you don't die before you start racing. That's what the carracks there. You can stay on board the carrack as long as you like. And then, yeah, we're just going to pass through. So we've got a camera on the most eastern and western point because there's a jump there. And then we've got a couple of roaming cameras, but you will be sitting. There will be a co-pilot with you every time you race, so that we can accurately do your split times for the courses. So yeah, just be wary of that. You will always have a co-pilot from the staff doing your times with you, so don't race without a passenger. And I think that's it. So once you do your laps, you can hop off, you can stay in the server, you can hang out and watch if you'd like to do that. Please let us know if you do need to go. I'm not actually going to be around for the entire race. I'm just doing the briefing and doing the start, just launching the server here today. And then I'm going to be passing over server leadership to Papa Freedom. He's going to be handling any server invite issues if there is any. I apologize. It is a practice. I do have a big family event, and obviously, after spending so much time prepping for Day My Rally, I need to get a touch more family time in. But I'm still here getting ready for this, guys. So yeah, feel free to ask any questions now. I know there's a couple of questions in the chat. Go for it.
Are all the cyclones the same?
All cyclones are the same.
Are they like all stock?
I'm currently loading.
All stock
I'm currently
RCs. Yep.
loading into Lordville after a character reset.
Just try and make security aware of you coming in. Who said that? I'll just write that down real quick.
I think I'll also be coming
That's
from
Avis Captain
Everest.
Fran.
If you don't mind, I and one of the other recreators were on the wait list because I unfortunately dropped the ball on SVPing via your calendar. I just had the date in my mind and didn't interact with that. So should I am I in or am I
Just
out?
hang out, see who I get in. Yeah, just hang out, see who I get in, and then it will get you in.
Okay.
If we haven't got all the races here, we do have a pretty big part. It's all good, man. It's all good. All right, guys, I'm gonna start getting you guys. Yeah, no, that's fine, man. No worries at all. Not a problem.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna start doing invites from top. We'll do top to bottom. Like I said before, it looks like you guys are seeing slightly different lists. Maybe we'll do top to bottom from our end, but you'll get dragged in and you'll know you'll be racing. The guys, Ibra or Diva Jafan will be speaking to you when they drag you in, so they'll you won't get lost. That you'll be getting told where to go. So yeah, sorry, what was that question?
Yeah, I just want to remind everybody, I'm going to post in the
I'm-
chat right now that you do not need to use the bed to set spawns in the Carrack. I've even circled the screen that you can use for anybody who does not know. Make setting spawn faster.
Oh yeah, you just used the right hand.
I have a
Avis
question
Captain
also.
Fran. I'll be.
Question? Yep.
Yeah. Well, I came here to join the camera team to how to say it. Sorry, I'm French.
That's okay.
It's just with my organization, we have
Testing.
we
All right, Carmen,
want
have
to
a good one.
participate to most of your Atmo races.
Yeah, sure.
But and I wanted to join the camera team to follow them during the races. And I
Yeah, no
don't
worries,
really
mate. So
know
what we'll do is
which.
Sevens. Are you here?
Sorry.
Sevens, mate. I'm just talking to another staff member. Hey, Spectre, can you do me a favor? Can you go and chat to Papa Freedom and just say that who wanted to meet? Was it Zephyr? Was it you, Zephyr? Who was saying
Yeah,
that they wanted to be
yeah,
a
it
camera
was
crew?
me.
Yeah, Zephyr.
Yeah.
Spectre, can you just go and tell Papa that Zephyr is over here wanting to do some practice? And we'll get him on roaming as well. He can do some practice. The guys can brief him if you want to drag him down to chat for a bit. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I'll just get these invites
who-
done.
Question.
Yeah.
Hey, Papa Freedom, you here?
I'm here.
Hey, Corsair told me to come
Which thread are you referring to?
talk to you, and
Yeah.
he has Zephyr in the regular chat who wants to do some practice with camera work.
Okay, sorry. One more time. So this is Spectre, and
Yep.
okay. And what's your question?
Corsair has a guy in the regular chat right now, Zephyr, who wants to do some practice with camera work today.
Okay.
So if he wants you to know if you can bring him into this chat, I don't know if I can or not.
Be able to. I don't know if I can drag him into here. I'm looking for this guy's name. Hang on, Zephyr. Oh, shit, he's up top. Okay.
I'm gonna jump in to listen to the brief, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump up there as well.
I might have just broke him. I tried to drag him into here, and I think it broke.
Oh no.
Oops.
Yeah, but that's just what Corsair wanted me to come and let you know.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna reach out to him once I find him again. I think I just kicked him from the comms
Okay.
on accident, and I don't know where he went.
He's lost in the void now.
Corsair. Thanks, guys. Yep, that's helpful.
I got a question from my teammate. They'd like to know, is it only one racer per team, or do all team members get a chance to race?
I was going to ask. I think we're going to try and get through everyone today. So if you do have, I'd actually prefer if you didn't, but if you do want to, it's not a problem. You can, if you have 2 races from a team, you both can race today.
Okay, yeah, he said he doesn't mind waiting till last if needs be.
Cool, thanks.
I've got a quick question. How do the teams work for this event? Is it the same
Okay,
as
so the
KMR Rally where you have support?
So no, it's completely different. This is a ground racing tournament, so one vehicle will be racing at any one time. You won't have support. There's no support craft. The rulebook comes out in a couple of days with your confirmation of attendance email. I've got 12 people. I just have to send registration email out to you now. I've just logged them all in. I'd have to send it. So you might not have received it if you're one of the last 12 people who've registered. But we are sending a confirmation of attendance email out in 2 days, which gives you 10 days to confirm your teams. The rulebook will be hopefully included with that email, or very, very close to. So you'll be able to see a little bit more detail. With about a month to go. It's just single races. There is upwards of 1 to 4 members in a team, but basically you can't race that whole team. One person races per race. Because of server limitations, we will be accepting 2 people per team on a server, 1 to race and 1 to back up. That's how we're going to run it. You'll see that in the rulebook soon. But the reason we put in 4 members total is that so that everyone can either use team members for different race vehicles and race types to suit that situation. Plus, you need to be able to attend the entire tournament schedule if you're the top 16 members. So that's and we wanted to make sure that people could do that by having people that can fill in for them on certain dates if they can't make it on certain dates. So that's the reason why there's a larger team size. If that makes sense. So yeah, just wait a few days and you'll have a rulebook. And then you can ask some questions after that as well.
Corsair, can you invite me again, please? The invite
And
didn't work.
I'm just going through the whole list, and then I'm going to go back through it again to make sure I've got everybody. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
Uh,
I'm up to.
When is the
so you probably
registration
have a different-
closes?
Me. I'm almost there.
Registration closes in about 30 hours-ish.
33 hours you got left to register. and they're cut
Okay,
off,
thanks.
and then we do the confirmation of attendance. Yeah, thanks, Evans. Alright, my friends list is a bit busted since since the rally, so I just have to add a couple of people.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'll just do another pass. I'm just getting close to the last person. A few patience. I am inviting people who are on the waiting list, but just from numbers, it looks like we're pretty clear to add the waiting list people. So if you are on the waiting list, should be able to get you in.
Corsair, this is Arky. I didn't receive your invite, but I'm gonna add you.
That's okay.
Friends.
No, it's okay. I'm just gonna do another pass because I did once the friends were added, I didn't invite you, so I just kept going down the list. So I've just finished the list, so now I'm gonna go back through it again.
All right, that's good.
Yep, just clearing my inactives. Just making sure I don't miss any. Yep, we're good. Okay, all right, cool. So I've got the list in. I'm just going to start from scratch again and make sure that you've got an invite or you're in the party. Dragon's in. Daybreak, you're new. Hey, mate, how you going? Got you.
Alors, je suis un push tout seul.
Ernest is in. Jack's in.
Ouais, mais si on veut parler avec les gens.
Aquatico, that's how you say it. I tried to add you as a friend, but not sure if it worked. You want to add me as a friend, please?
Tu m'entends là?
Becky. This is in. Tech Ninja, you can do invite.
Genre là, si je parle, tu m'entends en double?
Testing.
Allô? Est-ce que tu m'entends?
Testing.
Ouais, ouais, ouais.
This is your.
I can hear you.
T'as dit quoi?
Je t'entends.
Okay, that one worked.
Putain.
Hey there, boo.
Are you talking to us?
Looks like the list has expanded a little bit. Actually,
Have you gone through us officials?
almost. No, I haven't done any officials yet. That's okay.
Cool.
Haven't done security either.
Is the stream going to be on the Atmo channel or David Jew fans?
Atmo.
Yeah, that's the main channel.
Oh, really? Atmo's going to stream this?
Yep.
We've got Crucian and
Framing
Maya
episodes.
doing commentators today, so yeah.
It's just
Two
me
very fine
picking up the
people to
stream
be
a bit early.
commentating.
Yeah. Okay, who doesn't have an invite?
My teammate.
Yeah, teammate doesn't help me. You just want to just post in the text channel there. Oh, really? I've got you in the party, mate. Got Kingly Kitten. I've got you in the party.
Of course, this is Architect. I posted my handle in chat.
Yes, I just sent you an invite, mate. Just let me know if you get that.
Yeah, got it. Thanks.
Cool, thank you. That should actually be the last person. Sure. Okay, so what we've got is 2 over. I'm 1 over, so I just need one person from the waiting list. Let me just check that.
Have you done officials and stuff?
No, but that's separate from my number.
Got it.
Waiting. So who's at the top? So okay.
So we're just waiting for us to get all the invites for people into the right now. So that way we can launch, because we're gonna be launching with a full server is what we're waiting on.
Okay, so I'm going to invite staff and security now, and if we're over, which we will be, actually I'm going to cut them out now. So people at the bottom of the waiting list are going to get dropped first. So for instance, Cirky, I'm going to have to drop you, mate, because you're last to jump on the waiting list. I got to get it down to a certain number. El Shenda, sorry, buddy. Those are the breaks.
Circuit sad. Oh my god.
Sorry, bro. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it, guys. So I'm just going to get the rest of the crew in, and then we'll be good to go. So just give me a moment.
Damn, so we had to drop 2 people who weren't able to make it in.
Love the waiting list. It's so handy, to be honest.
This is like the worst part, is just sitting around doing nothing, waiting for your invite. But hey, you get to look at the refinery decks. Always kind of cool. Hey Tats, how you doing? Oh, there's my invite.
Any staff in channel at the moment?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you get Momo to accept my invite?
Oh, I see it.
That? Yes, done. Can you guys just check with the staff, see if anyone else is missing an invite? I've sent it out to everybody.
Yeah.
Security.
Any staff member still looking for an invite? Shout out now.
Have you done? No.
Sorry, I missed that.
Sasa?
Invites are done. Yeah. You on the waiting list? If you're on the waiting list, I'm not on the waiting list. If you're on the main RSVP list, I can get you in because there are people who are in the party that are on the waiting list, but you're gonna have to let me know immediately.
I don't see Freedom or Foxy in there.
Yeah, I've invited both of them.
If you got any space, just let me know.
Almost done just getting the security in. Is there a bug where
Corsair,
our friends with
this is
someone, but it says they're
Alvin.
offline? What's that?
I'm not in the party.
You're on the official RSVP list. I actually missed who that was. I'm not
Do
in
announce
channel,
your
I
name.
can't- Rick, can you find out who that is?
Yeah, the one who spoke just now. Can you announce your name so we know who you are?
It's an Alvin. The game is E_Alvin.
Oh, E. Albin? Yeah, I invited you, man. You're not in? Do it again. You get that?
Thank you.
Which means I'm gonna have to boot another waiting list person, unless he was on the waiting list.
Okay, so we are now at 49 out of 50. Just waiting for one more person to join.
I've got everyone in. I just need to check 2 people, and we're good.
Exhausted.
All right, Hotshot Kid, mate. I have to boot you. You're on the waiting list, 3rd from the bottom, because E. Albin was RSVP'd for the event.
Okay, pal, no worries.
Sorry, buddy. But
It's alright.
yeah, if the waiting list, just for future reference, if the waiting list gets to 20, we actually start another server. So we would have 2 servers. So we're not there. Okay, all right. I just need to get 2 people in, and then so hey, can you just check the staff members are all good?
Gonna fix this so it doesn't look lagging so much.
Are invites done yet?
Or is it all the staff guys got one? Sorry, I missed that. Apologies.
Are invites done yet?
Invites are done. Yep. Who's speaking?
Chaos Corgi. I used to have you on my
Hi.
friends list.
Yeah, I did scrub it for DR, man. 1 sec. You RSVP? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, I should have a spot. Yep.
So
Okay,
the
I'm
race,
getting you in.
the channel was full, and I couldn't get in unless I pasted the link in the URL to get in the room. I guess you have to get invited
Okay.
in.
I know you should be able to join. Okay, I'm sending you an invite. I'll get you in. Get it?
I'm gonna go check. You disappeared off my friends list previously. Hold on.
Corsair as you can, because you toss Enigmatic an invite.
Is there any other staff? Can you check, man? I'm gonna check.
Chaos has it. Thank you.
Enigmatic is in.
Yes, you get that invite, man.
Who's hot micing? It's very annoying.
That's cool. Did you get that invite, man? You're the last person.
Yes, I did.
You did? It's not registering.
One?
You ticket? Can you ticket or something?
I got it.
There you
I
go.
hit it,
Thank
but it
you.
didn't go through.
Yep, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Hopefully it doesn't do this for the whole on stream. It's like the menu's freezing.
Alright, anyway, everyone's cool? Everyone's got invites? Can I get confirmation on staff real quick? Good.
I'm gonna go one channel down and check with them real quick.
Yeah, please do. Thank you. Alright, we're just gonna check this and then we're going in. So just get ready.
Hey, there we go. There we go. I got it all fixed.
Corsair, we are green.
Full. Alright, guys. Let's do it. Let me just check one thing. Okay, cool. Alright, perfect. Alright, everyone's good. Okay, guys, I'm going to launch server. Get ready for launch. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good luck, racers. Here we go.
Now for the biggest lag fest of all of Star
WMK,
Citizen,
start your bike.
50 people create a new
it's rubbish.
server and it's super laggy.
What? No, it wasn't.
You guys loading?
Yes.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect.
So WMK here. I have push to talk, so it wasn't me.
Oh, okay, man. No worries.
Yeah, I think so.
It
Right,
was definitely.
Let's do some quick tests.
I
1, 2,
muted you when all the noise disappeared.
6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14.
So we're
15.
looking for Zigzag to load into. As Zigzag.
Right, WMK again. Did you hear my counting, guys, or not?
No.
I guess not.
No, that was
Right,
good.
So it wasn't me.
All good, man. All good.
Did anyone else crash out, by the way?
Negative.
Good. Did you crash out?
Yep, in the loading phase, but hopefully it is fresh enough for me to just get back in. No, crap. Alright. I'll keep trying, no worries. We'll give it a couple of minutes.
Lockout there. I'm going to hand server ship over to Papa Freedom very soon. Just want to make sure either you get in before I go, mate. I don't want to leave unless I do leave now, and then that gives you an extra space to get in. What do you think?
Yeah, that could work too, I suppose.
Chili here,
I'll keep
I
trying anyway.
apologize.
Get Chili with that.
Vector on this.
What was that, Chili? Sorry.
I'll be coming from Lowerville. I'll use a C8X. My team is
All right.
Penguin.
I'll message security down the Yep.
Do we have any info on where the Carrack is going to show up?
It's at A0.
A0.
Is Spectre
Is
on
David?
this channel?
Yeah, I'm on my way over to A0.
A0, guys, head to A0. Get on the Carrack.
Alpha 0.
Alpha 0, yep.
god, that was so loud.
Andy?
Right. Bro, I'm trying to jump out, man. You spam, yeah?
I'm spamming. I'm spamming.
Wait, listen to you.
Alright guys, good luck. I'm going to message security for those people who are coming from different locations before I go. If you haven't seen your registration, you'll get it today if you have registered. I have 15 teams to send emails to. I just received another 3 registrations now. So those confirmations, sorry, the registration email will be sent, and then in, what's today? So in basically 2 days, you'll receive a confirmation of attendance email. And then and the rulebook. So yeah, so keep an eye out for that, and you'll have about 10 days to confirm all your details and your attendance and get your roster down pat. If you're familiar with the DR confirmation of attendance period, we're pretty strict on changing people in and out for a few reasons, but just make sure you can lock down your roster. Yeah, so good luck, guys, and yeah, I'll be watching the stream and I'll be debriefing after, getting ready for the next practice event in a fortnight. And yeah, good luck, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks, Corsair. Have a good day.
Yeah, have a good
one, Corsair.
Papa Freedom is going to be,
Yeah,
through comms, Papa Freedom is going to be sending a friend request to everybody in the party. So be on the lookout for the friend request.
Thanks, mate.
No problem.
I will need a party invite also.
Who is I?
Sorry, Golden Triangles. I was saying I'm filling in for someone.
The party. So I couldn't get you in Golden Triangles.
Ah, no worries, mate.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It got full pretty quick, and then we really launched into the server.
Oh, that's fine. I thought I was filling in for someone. That's okay.
Yeah, it was gonna be me, but I'm gonna be, because I have to handle the party and everything, so it didn't work out. So I wasn't able to tell you in quick enough.
Ah, it's fine. Just communication error. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, man. But we have on in 2 weeks. I'll probably have a cam practice next Saturday, and then after that we have another one.
Sounds good, man. Just ping me whenever you need help. That's all I ask.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
I need you to maintain awareness of the calendar, because I can't just remember to ping everybody. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Victor, let me know when you're ready to hop in the pilot seat.
Okay, I just set my ICU.
Excuse me, sir. You dropped your party marker behind you.
What?
No, just a bad joke. Everybody's pooping their party marks.
All right, friend requests are beginning.
Oh. Alright, I'm in the upper pilot seat.
This is like going to a concert. How did
You're welcome to head in the main one. I was just blocking, so no one else.
Oh no, I like the top one.
You haven't seen a Karak so full.
No. Yeah.
Are you still in the main one?
Yep.
Is anyone selling hot dogs at the ICU lineup?
Oh yeah, let's wait outside a bit too, I think.
Are we almost ready?
Enigmatic, I think I accidentally made you party lead. Can you send that back?
Welcome.
Is it powering on, Spectre?
I didn't even try to power it on yet. I was trying to look to see if everybody was on.
Got it.
Group leader, pass back.
Thank you, Pneumatic.
Real quick, everybody, who is not on the Carrack?
Me, I'm fine there.
Okay. Is there anyone at Port Olisar that is not on the Carrack currently? You are clear to take off, Spectre.
This is your captain here. We'll be taking off in the Carrack. We'll be heading on over to Daymar, our core area 141. It's going to be hot as hell.
Takeoff complete.
Just to clarify, we're supposed to add Papa Freedom as a contact, and he's the new party leader.
That is a solid copy. A firm.
Landing gear.
Freedom's been sending out invites. You guys take them.
Quantum drive is now up.
All right, guys, real quick, I'm going to say this one, stay off of global chat. We are staying in party chat only. Thank you.
Quantum drive is now on.
I hear him.
Quantum drive is now up.
If someone doesn't mind sharing what time they've already gotten practicing this. I want to know where we're at.
Do you mean lap times?
Wanted shared lap times.
Yeah, like I've tried it and I got 220. So I don't know how bad that is.
4 minutes, 5 minutes, could be 8 minutes, 7.5. I don't know.
Our team's best so far is 2 minutes 3 seconds.
Wow, that's really bad.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, bro. Sorry, I'm just comparing to the pros, obviously.
Wow.
Keep on blowing up.
This is your
Looks
pilot.
like I've done this
We'll be making our
course
final descent down in
37,000
area 141. Please put your tray tables up and seat in the upright position.
Hey,
Thank you.
Put your live.
Yes, the stream is live.
Do we have a stream on Twitch or somewhere that we can watch?
Apple
Yeah.
underscore
Apple.
esports. It
Yes,
should
on
be
Twitch.
in the streams chat of or the streams channel from Gilded.
While we are here.
So they're only taking the top 16 people that qualify, huh? That seems kind of like a low number. Like they could do more.
Well, because if you double that 2 racers per race, that's 32 people. So 16 teams is 32 racers in any given race, plus their staff. That's a full server.
Unless they eliminate the 2 racers and just have the 1 racer that's supposed to show up.
It'll only be 1 racer each time, but you will have 1 backup.
Yeah, correct. It's a backup scenario.
Even yeah, so there are
Actually,
teams
like that.
racing in the league.
The Carrick has landed.
Or Ebert, do you want me to help get Ursus out in the position?
Ursus. But this is our seating.
It is. These are just to mark the starting line.
Oh.
Spectre, WMK here. Spectre.
What's up?
Spectre, the ramp is too high. The ramp of the crack is too high. You may need to reposition the ship.
Okay.
We
Alright, I'm gonna be moving the Carrick forward a little bit, guys, so watch your step.
Ubra, are you trying to spam your way into the server? Okay, just stand by.
What?
You can take my spot here. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Alright, here I go.
Why is it rotating?
I'm trying
out.
to get out of the
I'm out.
chat, but
Yeah, I'm attempting.
Should be showing up any moment.
Engines offline.
Is the ramp good now for you guys to get back in?
Yes. That's great.
Thank you.
Okay, good. Alright.
I please have the elevator. I'm trying to get out of this ship.
This is Daymar? It's kind of white.
There's Sanji and all his gold.
You guys that are qualifying first, it'd be awesome if you stayed in for the rest of the racers. If you leave open slots, then there will be griefers who will get in and ruin it for the racers at the tail end. I'd appreciate it if you guys all hung out while we all did this. It's only a few minutes per lap per person, so it's not going to be a long process.
There seems to be random friend requests going around. I would suggest not accepting anything else than Papa Freedoms at this moment.
Yeah, ignore all
Correct,
friend requests
correct.
except Papa Freedom.
Right. All races could go back into the ship again. We're only gonna have 2 races at a time out on the course.
So we got to get back in the ship.
And stop spawning vehicles.
I'm
Yeah.
still en route. I will be racing for my team though. Okay, I'm just jumping to Daymar now, so I'll be on approach in July.
I mean, Portuguese, I have to wait here or fly to Daymar?
Let's all of us racer coming in. I'm coming in behind you too. Let's all wait PL and let them send back another ship, or coordinate one of us bringing it.
Okay, thanks.
that
I'm
pop up?
already on the final approach to 141. Should I turn back?
Hey, Evan.
You will not spawn your own vehicles.
I was already on my way over though, so do you want me to turn around then and go back?
All right, Deva and Ibra, I'm gonna start to get in position for Eastern Cam.
What was that?
I said I'm gonna get in position for the Eastern Cam. If you guys want to review, make sure I get your course covered correctly. Just let me know.
Hey, Break, you okay?
Sorry, Freedom, I can't deal with that now.
In case people haven't noticed or read the chat, in the mess hall in the Carrack on the habitation deck, there's food and water on the table.
Anyway, so. Light. I didn't realize I was on mute.
Just type in the chat who's on their way to PO.
Hey Ibra, can you hear me? I'm just back at Porto. I'm gonna sit tight here unless I'm needed for something. Okay. I think there's some players queued up. I can run a ship down there if it's needed, or otherwise I'll just sit here.
Could use a ride. Hillis is at PO as well. Did you, Momo?
Yeah, I see Captain Harlock, Chilio G, Hillis. I can grab us a red and take it back out of there if we don't want the frame hit.
What strut are you on?
Tell you here in just a second.
I try to do it.
Let's move over to him.
Yeah, now that it's getting important, now it's really gonna start fucking up.
Okay.
I haven't practiced this thing at night.
By the way, guys, is it allowed to race in third person?
Who's that?
Is it allowed to race in third person? This Arky.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know, man. Who knows? Just asking.
Everything's kind of a little laggy right
One more, Momo.
You guys racing as separate teams? I'm talking to the AVES guys. Are you all on the same team or are you racing as separate teams? You type in chat.
What's the question there? Dedicate to our team.
Just trying to set up a new thing right here.
It's not a, yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, because I think that's what they're
Thanks,
kind
guys.
of calling themselves at this point. But like, since this is a since the track is like, you know,
Yeah, I think it's based on the overview of the mining area 141 map that you linked me.
yeah.
So
But
shipwreck,
we're at the starting line. Could somebody inform
yeah,
me?
so he's
Hey,
on the
Catherine.
front end, and then he's on. I think
we're good to go. First call.
Freedom is on the back end. On the
on
back
that
end.
base
Yep.
leg.
Yeah, correct. Yep.
Let's say while we're sitting here waiting,
Hey,
the
what's
mail
up,
just
Jelly?
came,
How are you, man? Nice to see you.
And I got my solo
What's
champion
up? Welcome,
trophy.
guys. Again,
Rest of
this
her
is the
locker.
Stanton
Oh my God,
7
it's
practice
beautiful.
run, guys.
yeah.
We're looking for some
thing is
fast
beautiful.
qualifying times, guys. I'm looking for a
Just to
minute 30, a
confirm,
minute
Eva
45
and
laps
Deva,
at
you
least.
want,
So
me to
hopefully,
let Crucian know
if
we're
you
ready
guys
to
have
go.
been practicing, man, hopefully we can see some of those. But again,
Is everyone
like
fine
I
static?
feel
Yeah,
like
that sounds awesome.
right
Yeah,
now
let's-
it's just a
I'll post
practice
photos
mire, so
later.
like
It's
we don't
beautiful.
have like every single racer on there because we
think
don't
my comms
we only
is
have
again.
just 2 officials
Anybody that's been
for this
trying to get
race.
a hold
But
of
I'm telling you
Momo,
right
I've got
now that
3 players
once we
in
have a
there.
lot, quite a few officials
Second right
happening,
now.
and we have 6, 7 racers going at a certain point in time, that is definitely going to be difficult because if you want to take that that far out turn, or if you want to stay in the inside and somebody's already in your inside, like you're gonna have to rethink that plan and just think about like if somebody's taking my line, what do I do? How do I change my line? How do I make sure I don't hit this rock? So
Yeah, like it's unknown at this point how the actual qualifiers will be and how many laps you can do. But for this one, yeah, you're going to have to make sure because on this track, if you have gone through it a few times, there are some obvious lines you want to be taking to avoid those rocks. But if your fellow contestants have the same amount of experience as you do, they're going to know those same lines too. And that's where the big issues come in, as you say. Like that's when those collisions can happen. So people are going to have to think about how they play things. Do they want to go to the side slightly and let other people crash into each other first? Again, this first lap especially is going to be, I feel, the most let's just say that if we're racing here in the night, they're going to be fireworks.
yeah, to be honest, if I see somebody constantly putting up 1 minute 40-second laps all 3 times, I think they're the winner because I'm not sure for me this track, if you haven't practices, put in a good few hundred hours in here, I feel like it's going to be very, very hard for you to be consistent, and hopefully people can be consistent right now. I think, I'm not sure if, let's go ahead and take a look. I believe Deja Vu Fan camera already started, and we already see some wiping out here by Captain Depran. I think he hasn't even hit the halfway time yet, but or halfway through the map yet, but he's at 32 seconds right now. He needs to get over that ledge.
That's right.
Yeah, he needs to get over that ledge before he can. There's the ledge right there, and
the Ridge of Doom.
I'm telling you, man, if they don't land this, like they need to go a little bit faster here. So, so he has another 45 seconds to a minute to kind of get to that 1 minute 30-second time. I think he's doing pretty well, but there's a lot of weaving left and right here. So.
Wow, I haven't
There he
built it
goes.
on
He
his
just hit one of those rocks and lost quite a bit of his hull. The bonnet came off the
Turn
RC.
off hardware
So
acceleration.
hopefully he's going to be able to make this lap, but it's going to be very interesting now. He has to play it very safe. If he hits something else again like that, he's going to lose a lot of time. spun out like 3 or 4 times right
Okay.
now down this downward leg
So
of the track.
it's now set up where
Yeah, he's right now like
run. Okay, so now it's set up to where you guys can see the race on my stream as well. I'm just using their Twitch stream. That way people can see what's going on.
at around a 2-minute lap here, Meyer.
Right, yeah, he should be approaching the eastern cam right now, and as he does, he's going to take that smaller jump, not quite the Ridge of Doom, the Ridge of Mini Doom, before he reaches that that straightaway to the finish line here. I think it's going to be maybe a 2-minute 30-second time for this racer.
No, he's actually right here towards the finish line. For this first lap, he still has 2 more laps to go after this, but you'll see Deva Jufan time that lap as soon as he passes the starting line. And there you go. You got a 2-minute and 12-second a lap there, guys. And again, like, you're not gonna get perfect. Like, when you're on stream or you're like you have an official next to you, like, whether it's a game or not, you do get nervous, Meyer. I mean, don't you agree?
The pressure is on. The pressure is seriously on, man. Yeah, I've done this offline before, and I've done this with some people, and there were a few times here where he did snag a rock and he lost some serious time. I think that if he plays it safe here, and this entire straightaway he's done immensely well. He's just about approaching that Ridge of Doom one more time. Let's watch that jump.
There you go. Now you guys can even see what I'm doing in game.
That was a good jump, and right there he got
that's
it.
A beautiful landing.
Yeah,
he just hit a rock though.
Yeah, he's hanging on there right now, and like I said, those are tough, man. Those are gonna take out so much time away from him. Like I said, I wouldn't even hit boost, but Meyer, in the Stanton 7, each race you have a vehicle that you have to race with, and you can't change that vehicle.
Right.
So I think in this race you have to race with the Cyclone RC. I'm not sure if any other Cyclones
RC's only.
Yeah, is an option. So guys, get your finger off that boost. I'm telling you, get your finger off that boost. Like he's
doing much better this race. This lap here, he's snagged a lot less rocks. His only shortcoming there was after that jump, and he survived. And I think he only lost maybe 3 or 4 seconds. I think this one here is going to be closer to that 150 you were talking about before, if he can make it past this base leg.
No, so after this second half of the map, that straightaway to the next eastern wing or ledge, as I call it, like that's when you start getting these little rocks that keeps messing him up. He's shifting left, he's shifting right, and racing with a mouse and keyboard, that is when you kind of lose control and you start spinning out, because, a mouse is a lot more sensitive, right? So that's why I was like, a controller works so well.
Yeah, a controller. He's already playing in third person, which also gives you a lot of advantage here with these races, because it gives you so much more foresight and more vision on the environment. Ooh. In the Daymar Rally, it's not... Ooh, I think he has maybe 1 more collision in him. You can see his hull is now glowing orange here. He's had maybe 3 or 4 bad smacks in the first lap here. He had 1 really bad one as he landed after the death ridge. I think... he may not be able to complete this, but if he has a cleaner third lap, we'll see. That's 2 minutes 24 with the second lap.
Yeah, he's getting some pretty good damage in, and like I said, guys, like this is a Cyclone RC. It's the fastest buggy right now. Until obviously we get the Origin G12s out, but at the same time, guys, like you guys need to take it easy on this course. It's not about going fast, because any little thing, when you hit boost, when you bump a right tire or left tire, you're gonna spin out. You're gonna spend again 20 seconds. He's losing a lot of seconds when his lap time should be around 145, 150. So, but again, guys, this is only a practice. It's not the real thing. So, I'm pretty sure, Meyer, after this, racers are gonna go back and be like, "Oh shit, we need to practice this track. It's not a joke." So,
yeah. So with the Daymar Rally, you can forgive some contestants here if they don't do the entire track, the entire length of the rally, because it's very long. But for this, watching this, they now have an idea of just how long this track could be. I'm sure we're going to get a lot more signups just because anybody watching this can go, yeah, oh, there it goes.
There it goes, yep.
Yeah. So unfortunate there. He had way too many collisions there. He managed to survive that Ridge of Doom again, but there was just that one shy rock to the side afterwards that just took him out. And that would have been maybe a sub 7-minute race there for Captain Deppern.
Yeah, that was that wasn't too bad there. Honestly, that was, I'm gonna say great job on that first run, and I believe here we're gonna have the next official Ibra Citizen that's gonna be starting here pretty soon, guys. But I think it's pretty good so far, ladies and gentlemen. I think he did really good.
Captain Harlock,
Okay,
did you
he just needs to kind of
respawn back
slow
on
it
that
down a little bit and
red?
just have a little bit more control. Like I said, man, if you guys ever have a control and you guys can practice with a control or a racing move, something that you can have full control when you're hitting that boost on that vehicle, it can be pretty good. But again, those rocks are just deadly, man. They're gonna take him out really, really quick.
Yeah, that's right. The granularity you can get with things like a yoke and with pedals and stuff compared to a keyboard and mouse, unless you have like an optical, like one of those like really fancy like analog keyboards, is night and day, and will completely change your race when it comes to things like the Stanton 7.
Yep, and let's go over here and kind of wait. Once we wait for the next official to kind of get ready here, guys. We're gonna go. I think wait. If he's ready, then I'm not gonna go ahead and go. But
we've got Architecto, who looks like they might be heading to the starting line now of the racetrack.
Let's go ahead and head back. I kind of once we have some time, ladies and gentlemen, we'll kind of go over the Stanton 7. We'll go over all the routes and we'll go over all the information. But I think we're gonna have our second official and our second racer up and see if he can beat those times from. Damn, I already forgot the last racer's name. Feels bad, man.
Captain Deferent, I think.
Captain Deferent, that's what it was. Yeah, good call. I need to worry about my memory right now. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty crazy, man. And I can't wait to see what Architecto does here. Do you have any teams from your community in the Stanton 7, Meyer? At least represented, like your org?
I think we might have a couple of people showing up in the qualifiers, but they might want to be they might want to keep it hush until they show up just to surprise us. We did do again. We've done a few practice races like this, and again the RC does some really good times here. But again, with the RC, because of how fast it goes, of course you have these rocks that almost pop in because of how fast you're going that you have to watch out for, and you lose so much time. We actually, for fun, we did this with Greycat PTVs, and I believe we got 3-minute long races because there were no impacts, right?
Yeah.
So it's possible, but you have to, again, as you said, maybe perhaps use something that can allow you to go those speeds when you need to go these speeds. On a track like this, realistically, the only straightaway you have is at the start, and even then, you have all these obstacles.
So what I really like about this, Meyer, is that, like, this is not the only track, right? We have actually another track that's going to be on the moon of Walla, and it's going to be Nox's. And you have 3 specifically very, very sharp turns. And I believe in Walla, they did put some rocks, kind of like in Daymar, where they're pretty high up. So I cannot wait to see how that race in Walla turns out with these Noxes. Because I know Noxes are so much faster than buggies. To see these guys take those turns is going to be pretty incredible. Anyways, here we go, guys. Here we go. Architecto starting off pretty strong. And one thing I'm going to mention here, Meyer, is that gravity can play against you or with you.
That's 100%. On things like Daymar, I believe the gravity is 0.6 Gs. So if you're on Hurston, you're practicing racing on Hurston, your experience is going to be completely different from when you're on Daymar, on Walla, and other moons like that. I don't think that there is too much of a gravity differential between those moons, but as you can see with vehicles like this, it does maybe kind of seem sometimes as if maybe they're tuned for that 1G feel.
Yep.
And there's Architecto taking that Ridge of Doom, and
I guess you failed if you managed to fall over, right?
It's funny because the D-Sync is just throwing me off so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, but that's 52 seconds hitting the ground there after the ridge, and he's now making his way up and towards the eastern side of the track here. He's made a couple of minor collisions here, but I think he's doing relatively okay. What do you think?
I think he's doing pretty good here, and you can tell by the way he's driving, like he's playing mouse and keyboard, because he's going like really left or really right every time he's like swaying that mouse, like even lowering that DPI so you can have better control on the Cyclone, and he's just hitting a smaller rock there, and he is getting lit up. I think D-Sync is just doing a number on us right now with these vehicles, but
he's going Ghost Rider right now is what he's doing. But yeah, D-Sync sadly is a bit of an issue. So how I believe what's happening now is that we have an officiator who's inside the vehicle with him.
Correct.
Yeah. So unfortunately, yeah, the D-Sync can play a factor in here.
Yeah, I think they have a Carrack on our core mining, so in case the the official does end up playing that part on Undying, they'll respawn there pretty quickly. But like right now, man, this racer is definitely having a tough time. He still hasn't gotten to finally hitting that ledge and getting closer to that finish line at 2 minutes so far and 13 seconds. It's gonna look about a 2 minute and 22-second lap here for him, and hopefully he can keep dodging those rocks, and hopefully he doesn't explode.
That's right. He can at least make up for time now because, of course, that's 2:26. He can make up for time because even though Defrin made 2:10 in their first lap, he did not finish. So it's now really, if these two were the only contestants here in the S7, they would at least, oh, that was almost a collision right there. They would at least be able to come out on top because they'd complete. That being said, he's maybe had about 3 or 4 significant collisions here, so we'll see.
Yeah, one thing, viewers, that you need to understand about, kind of doing these events at Star Citizen. Just remember, the game is not complete yet. We're currently doing some massive events in alpha. So just imagine when the game is released. But at the same time, it's like, ooh, he's hitting a couple rocks there, and he tried to take it easy on that jump. Do not take damage there, and he's getting stuck. Hopefully, he can land that down, and boom. He got it, but he's stuck in front of a rock in front of him. Come on, go around it.
He's between a rock and a rock place right now, and he's just hitting that thing. And if the following ship right there could scan him, he'd probably be about 75% hit points at this point in time, which means that I'm gonna give him one more. Ooh, there we go, one more collision, like I was gonna say before that happened.
Yeah, that collision is definitely rough there, and you guys can see the overhead right here. And that is pretty unfortunate for Architecto, ending his race right there. Like I said, guys, if you guys do not practice, man, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be a very deadly course. It's short, Meyer, but it's deadly.
Yeah, and again, the races are doing this in the nighttime, so even though they do have a following ship there that does have their headlights leading the way, it's going to be tough. So hopefully, they'll get some laps in as well during the daytime event as well.
Yeah, very good timings there. So let's see what happens. Oh no, he went back to Porto. It's all good. It's fine. He should be okay. He should be
it's
okay.
Part of the race, This is the foot race part of it,
Yeah, it seems like getting attached to that Carrack didn't help out. So we still got Eastern cams and going. We'll do our best to switch the cam, guys, but what we're mainly looking at is going to be those lap times are going to be the most important thing to see who has the best lap time. So that's what we're mainly going to be looking at.
How many laps
Again, we're going to have way more different races throughout the Stanton 7, so this is not the full setup here. Again, this is just a practice. We have another practice in 2 weeks, so if you guys want to help, if you're registered in the Stanton 7 and you want to practice, make sure you guys RSVP for the next one coming up on February 13th.
That's right. That's right. This is not the official Stanton 7 qualifiers. This is just a trial. And as Corsair said in chat, we have just under 30 hours now for people to enter in to race and to potentially win and become the best racer in the verse. So go ahead and do it right now. What are you waiting for?
Yeah, we still have so much things that we got to review for the Stanton 7, guys. I'm not sure if you guys know. But we do have some, some exclusive merch for the Stanton 7 being made. We have some, we have trophies still being made. We have some other exclusive stuff from some of our sponsors being made. So we can't wait to share that with you guys once season 1 begins. So make sure you guys don't miss out on that stuff, because registration is free. Is you guys can register for free for fun. The game is in alpha. Things may happen, but it's all about just bringing the community, the Star Citizen community together, doing something fun that everybody can just get behind of and have a good time. So
that's right. I mean, Star Citizen is by no means like a finished product, right? But getting people in like this who are into the game and excited about Star Citizen is what this is all about. There are hitches along the way, but that's at least at this point in development, that's part of it, and that's part of the charm. And we're going to look back at things like the Stanton 7 2021 and 2951. And did you see that explosion?
Oh,
are you following him or
on Ibra?
On Ibra, yes, we just saw a Cutlass Red just explode in on the pad there.
Oh, that's fine.
It looks like he lost his ride.
I'm over here like I'm on Diva Ju fans camera trying to get this race
Right.
started because they have the next they have Ernest Gaming coming up here, guys, and he's almost ready to go, I believe. So
That's
let's
right.
see
He's
how he
teed
does.
up on the line. So we still have no completions tonight. Again, our fastest time here is Captain Defram with about 2 minutes and 10 seconds, but with no completions here. It's Ernst Gaming's game right now, and the track timer has officially started. There it goes.
Yeah, so like
Took him about 2 seconds to go off the line, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Damn, that
even
sucks.
though
Oh,
what do you
man.
call it? I
Sorry,
was gonna say
brother.
something. Even though they have only those 2 laps, right? All I'm gonna say is that it doesn't matter. You may think you did bad, really, really bad, but trust me, if you're averaging at least 2
I thought
laps
they were going in alphabetical
already,
order. How is
damn, that was
Ernest
quick.
going?
Wow, that was real
because,
quick.
Another rock claims
It's gonna be a
RC.
while
Another
until
RC
I
right now.
got the
Jeez.
next one because Ibra is at
This
PO
track is
and
tough.
Seems
I'm
like
gonna say,
you're
like,
oversteering a lot with that steering
this
wheel.
track is
just
going to claim a
respawned, that's
lot
a
of
big
cars,
explosion.
and I don't know how this is gonna to work in
I
the
think our
final
entire
thing.
team's
If
driving
everyone's
keyboard
going
and
to
mouse.
race at the same time, or if it's going to be similar to this, where it's one after the other. But as you can see, these rocks pose enough of a challenge. It'll be very interesting to see if we find numerous vehicles on this track come qualifying day.
I'll be honest, I didn't think this course, when I first saw the course, I'm like, oh, it's pretty round. You know, people are doing it in a minute 45 seconds. But when you get on this
Yeah.
course specifically, ladies and gentlemen, for
sorry.
those of you guys that are watching, I'm telling you right now, this course is no joke. All these rocks, all these little, like, you have like little plateaus of little rocks of on the floor. Any if you hit anything, you're just going to flip over. You have to be so careful to drive in this course. Like I said, don't even press shift on that Cyclone RC. You don't need it. Steady as it goes will get you that minute 45-second lap time. You won't hit these rocks. You'll be able to just take it easy, get those 3 laps in, and you probably get the best time. And then you'll qualify for the Stanton 7.
Yeah, it may look like a very classic racetrack with a bit of a Star Citizen flair, but when you factor in the fact that it's nighttime right now and then like a sandstorm can come in and obscure your headlights, this is a death trap. But that being said, it does look like we're going to have a sunrise or a Stanton rise in a second. I think in about maybe 20 or so minutes, that sun's going to come up. You can see the horizon glowing in the background there on the western camera.
Yep, I'm going to go over here real quick, Meyer, Stanton7.com, ladies and gentlemen, while our officials kind of get back on the track here. But we're going to switch over here, guys. If you guys can see the course routes here, that check it out, Stanton7.com. That's where you can register as well. Click courses, and then you guys can get all the information here yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, right now, we're doing the qualifier course, as you guys can see. And then you guys can see the next 7 races after you qualify for the Stanton 7. This is all going to be a base point system. So, like in race 1, if you come in number 1, then you'll get those 50 points. And then, obviously, throughout the rest of the races,
server for inactivity.
I feel like, Meyer, I feel like nobody right now is going to be dominant in Stanton 7.
And can
There's just
get
too many
back in.
tracks
I
and too
guess
many different things
somebody
going
has
on
joined in.
that anything can happen.
Are you still about
Whether
to
you're
cross
first
the
place 2 times, you could end up in last place 2 times.
Then just keep
That's
trying
right, and
to get
each
into
track
the
that we've
server.
seen with that trailer poses
There's
different
nothing I can do for
different
you if
threats
you're out
and
of the
different
menu
things
other
that you
than
have to
just
be
have you in the
aware
party
of and
and
be
then
good
you
of
just spam to get back in.
and be cognizant of as well. Like
Yeah, I'm just saying
with
that,
this track, you
there
have
might
the
be
logs
one
and you have
people on the
RC
server
to deal
who's
with,
not
but the next
with
we
the team.
have the grav lev bikes with all the difficulties that they have, and then of course we have the Grey Cat buggy
So
race
guys,
within the car
remember to
park,
move
which I think is
Yes.
going to be my favorite race of them all. That's inspired the 8-track inside the spaceport. Is going to be really fun to watch.
And the thing is, it's like, it's so easy, right? The track is so easy, but going into figure 8 with these PTVs, and we have all 16 racers in there in the garage, dude, it's going to be hilarious. It's going to be so fun to watch. All 16 racers just trying to be the last person who finishes in those. I think it's going to be, I'm not sure how many laps. I think it's going to be 4 or 5 laps in this garage, but it's going to be a very, very quick race. But, like, a race like this, don't take it as a joke, because, like, everybody can bump you out of the way. You'll flip over. You'll lose time. It's gonna be fun. gonna be definitely fun to watch.
It's gonna be that Mario Kart experience, 100%.
Yeah, you just don't have shells.
No. You have 30Ks instead.
Oh man, those 30Ks, man, scary 30Ks that are currently happening. Anyways, let's go take a look at the map, at the race map one more time while we have everybody getting ready. The officials here, as you guys can see, guys, Arcourt mining area 141 on Daymar. Again, this course is rocky as heck, man. You will. It's gonna hurt, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna hurt if you try to go too fast. Again, keep your fingers off that boost, okay? Because that's not. It's not the way to drive in this race. But you know, like obviously desync Meyer takes effect on this. You know, but these rocks are just not being friendly today.
Yeah, on the topic of desync, like right now how this is being recorded is that we have an officiator on the passenger seat of the driver. The drivers themselves, when they're racing, the desync doesn't necessarily play as much of a factor for them as it does for us watching.
Right.
So at least for them, it's not going to be too, it's not going to be too much of an issue. For them, let's just say that it's more fun to drive than it is for the for the judge to be sitting on his seat going, "You're breaking the car, Samir." So so yeah.
Oh man! All right, I think we have a racer coming up, and let's look at Dave Ajufan's camera. Once he puts the name up and the timer, we'll know who is gonna be going up next racing, and then we'll probably kind of see this racer from above this time. We'll look at Enigma's camera and see who the chaser is. And get their perspective instead, so we can kind of see, hopefully, a better view here of, and no desync from the passenger seat.
That's right. And we don't have a name yet, but we do have an RC that's currently lined up, and it looks like, are they going or are they moving around to the starting line now? It looks like they're moving backwards now, so they must be around the west side at the moment.
Oh, did they already start? I think they already started. This is Jack MB, who's currently racing right now, unless they're just kind of setting up for the race at the moment. Oh, yeah, he just stopped, so I think he was just getting towards the starting line.
Yeah. So tonight, how many teams do we have already for this? Do you know?
Actually, it was RSVP'd. It seems like we probably have 20 qualifying competitors right now trying to just practice and get their official times from the officials. So I believe 20 teams. Right now, Meyer, the teams are going to consist from anywhere between 2 to 4 teams currently at this time. But because you don't need everybody in the team, there's only allowed, the racers currently in the server. So like, say if you qualify for the Stanton 7, once the races begin, that same person that raced the qualifier doesn't have to race, with the Nox, or doesn't have to race the PTV Great Cap buggy. You have a team where you guys can kind of coordinate and plan who is going to race what, who is going to be a support craft for some of the races, because some of the races will need a support craft because they go from one point to the other. So again, a lot of different races is going to be incredible.
That's right, and it looks like they're just about to get started. That's Jack MB. And it looks like they're resetting here, and I guess we'll see when the timer on the top left goes. That's when it's going to go down. But they are just about ready now. We saw a Cyclone RN up on 141, but I don't think that's actually going to be competing. It must have just been randomly pulled up.
Yeah, I think it was randomly pulled up. I don't think they'll be able to race with the Cyclone RN unless the officials feel like, hey, that's okay. But at the same time, it won't be okay because the RN does have a bit more, how do you say it? It has a bit more bulk, so it actually lasts a little bit more than the Cyclone RC. And we just got a flip there, so he completely just had Ooh, he just lost some time there still. Oh, man.
So, yeah, he had a snag there and some more rocks just before. As you can see, there's that Death Ridge, maybe about 30 seconds away from him now. That's not a good turn to recover from.
Dude, like I said, man, you can't go too fast. There were some times where I would hit boost just to get, over these rocks in the beginning of the map here. To be honest, man, I feel like next week I need to jump in a qualifying race and and show these guys I was done with the controller, man. I'm telling you, everybody's gonna switch to a controller once they see what I'm able to do. If I practice enough. If I don't practice, I'm not even gonna try because I'm just gonna run into everything. So.
Yeah. No, especially with this new patch, there have actually been a few improvements to driving, not only just with the controller but keyboard and mouse. There's a virtual joystick now over Death Ridge, spinning around. He's doing a bit of a stunt. Will he land? And that's relatively clean. That's 114 at the ridge.
Hey, that's one way to do it right there, Meyer, man. Getting that nice spin and landing where your vehicle is forward, man. If you can do that every time, I'll give you kudos, man. That is
showing us that.
I love seeing those 360s.
Showing us that Tony Hawk. Ooh, another smack. Okay, all right. Once again, I'm going to call it here. One more collision and he's going to be out of the race. We have 1 minute and 40 seconds before the end of... 1 minute 40 seconds into this first race here.
Oh.
Hey, don't call me out, man, okay? I can practice if I want to, okay? But I'm telling you, like, when I'm being serious about, like, a gamepad, it starts... It isn't like a gamepad. If you bind it properly, man... It will work you wonders, and there we go. Boom goes the racer.
Did I call it? Can we say I called it?
Probably he had a little couple of hits before that, but yeah, you pretty much called it.
I didn't see that.
Damn, dude, that was a wipe there. Like I said, guys, this it's not easy. I tried it yesterday, man. It's not easy. Like Meyer, especially like if you flick your mouse to the left or to the right too hard, guess what's gonna happen? Your car's just gonna start spinning. Yep.
Yeah, it's gone. And again, with this patch, CIG have added a few things to allow keyboard and mouse players to have a bit more of an edge in things like this. They have the virtual joystick, but it's on you as a player to go into the settings and to tune that so that if you are a flicker, then like you're not going to throw yourself off.
I am back on
But yeah, so far I don't think that, at least visually, we've noticed any racers here using anything but keyboard and mouse. Maybe Bondus, who's up next, will show us something different.
Yep, let's see what happens here. And I need to get a better view at some of these jumps. So once he gets to that Death Ridge, we'll go ahead and switch over to Shipwreck's camera and see how huge that jump is, because we need to see from different perspectives here. I think we have everybody has a great view here, and we have the overview here by Sevens. Thanks, Sevens, for giving us that overview, so you guys can see the whole race. But obviously, it's dark today in Daymar, or tonight, as I should say. So hopefully,
Nightmare. It's Nightmare right now.
Yep, we need some Daymar. So, dude, I never thought of that. That's pretty catchy right there. Nightmare.
Shout out to
I haven't thought of that.
It's the only moon whose name changes.
No, I'm just looking for a person who is at a
well played.
A2.
Yeah, over that western ridge, that is terrifying. If you could go there first person on foot,
just standing right next to it.
I don't think you could put me in a car like that.
Oh, I might need to.
Bondus is off now. 4 seconds in to the first lap.
All right, here we go, guys, ladies and gentlemen, and we're gonna kind of take a look once we get to that edge and switch cameras here. But Bondus, man, take it easy. It seems like he's doing a very, very good job in dodging these rocks and not kind of running into things and just taking his time, because that's the money right there, Meyer. That's the money, man. That's where you're gonna be.
There it is.
You switch cameras here where he's coming up on the Death Ridge on Shipwreck's camera, and he's about to take that jump right now, and boom, he's gone. Hopefully with enough speed.
Up in the air.
Asuki
the rocks, getting that good turn. All right, that was pretty clean, Meyer.
That was a good landing. Yeah, there was a minor touch on a rock as he went, but I don't think he's going to have lost too much. That was a 46-second landing. I think that's our fastest approach over Death Ridge. Also, can I say I'm super proud.
Cirky, paging Cirky to race room 1.
Man, it's better than, hey, here's a nice hairpin ledge turn. So we'll just call it Dead Ridge, because after that, guess what happens when they come down from that, right? After that, they have the full stretch of rocks.
Who is calling for Circuit?
After that ledge, man, it's where the game is on, where you need to be careful, because there's so many small rocks, and one of the big reasons why people are blowing up right now.
Go to the Racer 1 channel. Racer 1 voice channel.
Giving us a bit of a show here. He's not really hitting anything, but there's some very, very near misses. His entire first leg of the race was
Circuit. Go to the
and on this
Racer 1 voice channel on the race official.
But
I feel like it's
with,
more the
of
outer
course-
though, Meyer. I feel like
Who?
that clean track, it's more in the outer, in
Circuit,
the outskirts
circuit.
of it. I feel like it's
C
not
R
like
C I
right in
R
the middle of it.
G
It just
I.
hurts.
That's true.
Hey,
That's
he's
true.
in
But
Yeah,
I
he's
think
in.
there's
He's
something to be said
already.
about going
He's
around
in.
the outside with a faster car than
Exile Montaro, I'm in. I'm getting in your ship.
Because again, every single touch, every single like hit of those rocks and columns is going to be about like 5 to 6 seconds lost, and that's going to be 2 minutes and 10 seconds for Bondas's first race, first lap.
And that is our fastest lap so far to date. With in second place, we had earlier a 2-minute, 12-second lap. So Bondas is doing pretty good. He hasn't hit many rocks lately, but I feel like this could be the first person that finishes all 3 laps, Meyer. So let's see what happens.
We will see. Hopefully we haven't doomed this guy. But yeah, so far so good. No serious collisions. We haven't seen any bits fall off the chassis of his RC. And there we go for the second take of Death Ridge. And that's a really, really far jump there. He might hit the rocks ahead.
Nope, he has a good turn there. And that's one thing that you can do with mouse and keyboard is take that quick left turn. So that way you can dodge that instantly. So
that's right, and there he goes, and it's looking really clean right here, really clean. I'm actually, I don't want to. What do they say in the Murray Cup? Like,
you're gonna jinx
as
it
an
anyways,
announcer,
man.
I have to remain indifferent.
Dude, that same rock that we're looking at right now in Princess Foxy's camera, like that rock is just flat, but it takes up like the whole middle of the track, dude. Like it's
That's
such
right.
a pain, man. Like. So, like, there's 2 ways to do it. There's a little ledge, Meyer, where you can actually speed up. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Where you can speed up and jump over that.
Was gonna
but
be such
yeah.
a good one.
Yeah, I think he had it, but this flip and from yesterday's learnings, I wasn't able to get away from these flips right now. So even turning off and turning on the RC, it wasn't working properly.
They said that like the average lap time for this is 1:40, but oh my god.
So, who's up? Those 2 weren't. Is Semper Spear, has he raced?
But depending on where you go, and as you were saying, he was trying to avoid that false ledge. And because of it, the site he took...
I can never understand Gilded.
Much steeper
Semper Sparrow, paging Semper Sparrow to Razor 1.
Turns too far on his side, and it looks like
GG,
even
man.
if he is to survive now, yeah, it's the GG from here.
Let me tell them we have
Yeah, so like
some of them there.
I'm really excited because he had that great first lap, but again he just ended up flipping over, man. I wish we could use the grab left gun just to flip the Cyclone RC over, but you know it's okay, or the docking collar gun, whatever you guys call it. I haven't even used it yet in game. I need to have fun with it because I know I saw everybody holding those missiles, but I don't think he's gonna be able to make it out. Yesterday when I was actually playing with the Cyclone RC and I was flipping over, it was very, very hard to turn it over. So I don't think he's gonna be able to unfortunately recover from this one.
Yeah, when you fall like this, you need nothing short of a miracle or maybe a support vehicle in the DMR rally. But here, there's not really much you can do. I think he's gonna come out and try and push.
Maybe get back into it, self-destructive, so the next racer doesn't run into it.
I think he's gonna be done for that. But I saw some cheers happen in the channel earlier. Thank you guys so much for the support, man. It really does help us, fund these trophies and fund some of the prizes and fund all the stuff that we do for the community. So thank you guys so much for supporting Atmo Esports. It really does mean a lot, and thank you guys.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned the multi-tool with the gravity gun that it has on it. Oh, there we go. The arrow has taken mercy on the Cyclone. We need at least one person inside there because the server does interesting things with the physics when people leave it. It does seem like the officiator's inside, so it does have prioritized physics, but we'll see what happens as the arrow tries to flip it over again.
Mr. Ibra's enjoying the passenger joyride of the flip there.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, honestly, man, like, you already lost a lot of time, so I would just call it there. But they need to get the vehicle out of the race anyways, because the vehicle would actually stay there the whole time and not despawn.
Right.
So they need to get it out of there, so that way other racers kind of have that, have that free space and not run into that Cyclone.
Yeah, you don't want that unfair variable in a race like this where it's all about your fastest time and you're not like in the same racetrack with people. And there we go. The arrow has righted the RC around, and it looks like he's going to be taking this back up to 141 now. The timer has been stopped.
Yeah, shout out to Enigmatic there for doing a great job at flipping over. And again, thank you to Freedom and Shipwreck for being our Eastern and Western cameras today, guys. Much appreciated. And then we got obviously Evans, who is the overhead camera, and then Princessa Foxy, who is along with Enigmatic, who are both our chase cameras. So thank you guys for joining us today on this practice. Always an incredible day to have you guys on. So, and I think he's gonna be done for now.
Yeah, he's going back to 141, perhaps to repair the RC, but also I don't know if there's another racer queued up straight away. They might be able to try again, since they didn't die. But yeah, kudos to the camera team, as you say. I mean, like, that's one thing that I can't wrap my head around. I mean, you've seen creators like Morphologists and like Tarada and the things they do, but then when you come and you see things like the Hearst and Hurt launcher, Rally, and now Stanton 7, these guys and their camera work really take things up a notch. I think Tarada actually is part of the camera crew, is he not?
Well, he does pretty much for like a Demo Rally. He'll do like, you know, he'll be like our special guest camera. And this guy, like, I hate to brag, but his flying is so buttery smooth, man. Like, I can't explain, dude. But when he flies, it's like you're watching art at the same time. Like, it's so smooth, it's so nice. Like, I don't know how you control a ship like that. I know it takes a lot of flight hours in Star Citizen. Like, it sounds stupid, but it's the truth. If you want to learn to fly properly in the game, you need to have a lot of hours and just kind of get used to you know, the controls that you set yourself up with your joysticks in there. So.
Yeah, it takes a lot of dedication. CIG try and make sure that there is as much what they call controller parity between all the controls. They want to make it so that if you want to fly with a keyboard and mouse, you can. If you want to use a controller, there's that option, and they try and make it so that each one feels good, but it still requires a lot of dedication as a pilot to go from being able to take off and land to do those like low flying and hard flying things that these other guys can do.
By the way, guys, just to talk a little bit about, you see me wearing some of the merch. This is the Hearst and Herlocker merch that is currently not available anymore, but we still have some Daymar Rally merchandise available on our Atmo Esports store. The Daymar Rally collection, I think, is only going to be out for another like 26 days. So if you guys if you guys want to commemorate the 2951 Daymar Rally, guys, !merch in chat. Go grab some gear either from Atmo Esports or the Daymar Rally. But I'm telling you guys right now, we're working on something even more special for the Stanton 7. So we'll be announcing that merch hopefully before before the whole race begins, before the qualifiers begin. Hopefully we'll be able to announce the new Stanton 7 merch, and hopefully people can start grabbing some of that, because this is the first season here, Meyer. First season for the Stanton 7. I'm excited.
Yeah, I love it when you say the word season as well. It means that there is a lot of commitments to keep this going as the game goes. Yeah. I mean, and
Meyer,
about that merch,
Meyer, to kind of interrupt you, you know, like, it doesn't always have to be the Stanton 7, Meyer. It can be the Pyro 7.
That's true.
It can be the Nixie 7. So let's see what happens.
All right, so 7 is the trademark then. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, pretty much.
About that merch, yeah, it really is. Oh, never mind. Yeah.
What happened? Very good, man. It's a practice,
where's my
bro.
merch?
Where's your merch?
Yo? Where's my merch, yo?
Well, we're gonna have to talk to Corsair about that. Hey, that's the unbranded Stanton 7 special edition T-shirt and what do you call it? I don't want to say hat. What do you call that?
I call it a hat. It's just a hat, yeah.
No, there's a fancier name for it, Meyer.
A flat cap.
Flat cap. There we go. We'll say flat cap because
Yeah.
it sounds fancier. Okay. Meyer, do you ever take it off?
No, I sleep, I shower, man, I run in this thing.
I actually believe you, man. I actually believe you, so don't.
No,
you
super
can't
helpful.
fool me, Meyer. We know you love
man.
it.
Oh man, at this point, it's just part of me, you know.
Hey,
like,
we got
it's my brand.
No, man, it's always awesome to see it. We actually have from Mr. Ibra's camera, from Mr. Ibra's driver, Jerome L, who did participate in the Daymar Rally, so he definitely knows, you know, his stuff, and he's raced before. So I'm excited to see if he can kind of pull out and get those 3 laps in this track.
That's right. Of course, though, the Stanton 7 and of course this best in
I did ask if
first
it was
track
prize or first
is
person.
something completely different to what all racers are used to. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he does. I mean, like so far we don't have
some of
a
that
single
blue wall got
completion
blue
that
over.
we've had of the race. It does look like maybe perhaps one vehicle is going on Deja Vu's camera, but there is no timer with it, and it's already lost part of its front bumper.
Well, that's not good. I think he's testing or trying to get it to the middle of the race. But guys, this track is just. To be honest, I think this is probably one of the hardest qualifying tracks that you're gonna get. Like if this track was in the Stanton 7, I'm not sure if anybody would actually finish unless they practice enough. Like I think everybody would do 1 or 2 laps and then blow up at some point.
Yeah, I think contestants here are going to be praying for daytime now because I was mistaken. That glow wasn't sunrise. That glow was sunset. So we have the entire day cycle now of Nightmare before we get some sunlight.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That bug is still the bug kills it, so where Daymar stays night the whole time.
No. I'm saying that like in the horizon there was a glow, and I thought that was the sun rising, but that was the sun setting, right? So it means that like we have an entire night to wait before the contestants get the daylight.
Oh, I thought they were getting daylight already, but you know they've been getting that what do you call it, that bug or that where your screen turns blue in the game. That's thing tears me up.
That's an interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting bug, and you know what causes it? Oh, we've got an explosion already, but we didn't even have a timer, so we have no idea who just got taken out.
Yeah, right now it's pretty tough. That was pretty quickly. Like I said, guys, this track is fairly difficult. You guys need to be careful. Maybe, guys, by the way, this is a practice, so maybe for the main qualifiers, as we're still writing the rule book, we could change, the aspect of this race. We could change it to be a Cyclone TR or a Cyclone RN or something that can last, last a little bit longer and a little bit slower, so that way we can actually see those 3 laps being completed.
I'll tell you what I'd like to see. 1, maybe 2 laps.
Hey Nancy, how you doing?
TR weapons free. What do you think?
And we might have just called this a Stanton 7 death race at this point. We might as well call this a death race, man, but they should be fine. We got, I think, an Eber Citizen camera right now. We got Jerome L again. He is definitely a known racer. I did forget what team he's on. Sorry, guys. In Rally, there was so many teams. I can't remember them all. But let's see how they end up. How Jerome L's end up doing qualifying for his team. Because this should be very, very interesting.
Right. He's now teed up on the starting line and ready to go.
All right. We're going to switch to the race, the chase cam here with Enigmatic, and then we'll switch cameras when they get those jumps, and we'll see how it does. But all we've seen today, Meyer, is just explosions. What's kind of what I expected. Like I said, I was exploding myself quite a bit yesterday until I kind of put my controller on and kind of got the hang of it a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm not aware of how much our racers here have done this particular racetrack, but it's one of those ones that the more you do, definitely, the more you realize just how, easy you want to take it. You don't want to go full speed. But the thing is, you could be that lucky racer that does go full speed and gets the full speed time, and then you're in front, right? So there is a lot of gambling that's to be done here, especially since this is not the qualifier, right? This is for practice.
What a pretty good jump on there, Meyer, because he jumped more towards the course in the top right of the course, that it kind of gave him some ledge time there, because he didn't have to kind of like jump straight and then come backwards. That was a really, really good angle that he took there.
Yeah, that was great. And the way he landed as well, he rolled with that landing. In this new build of the game, you can actually decouple your vehicle the same way you can in space. So you can press a button and the vehicle no longer auto brakes. So as he landed, he had a nice roll and managed to recover and save a lot of time with that jump.
Yeah, guys, during this second half is where you get all those smaller rocks that just really does that damage to that Cyclone RC, where people need to be careful. And I think super, super, be very, very careful and slow down in this part, because this is what's going to take up mostly all of your time. But I think Jerome L is doing a fantastic job, and we could see he's already at that other ledge, and we could see that minute 50-second probably timer.
Yeah, this is looking like a great jump so far, a great lap.
this is
It
gonna
seemed like
take
he's
a
rather
while. I
just
need
go
some
around
beer.
and
More
but
beer.
that makes him lose quite a bit of time there, which he's almost at a 2-minute lap. Maybe it's gonna be a 2-minute 5-second lap time here. No, I think he has a little bit more time to go.
It looks like perhaps he got a little bit lost as he made his way to that lower ramp there, and he's now making his way around that bend once more. It looks like maybe, yeah, unfortunately he got lost. He needs to take a right here.
Yep, he did get lost, unfortunately, trying to go around instead of kind of, making that jump there. Where's he going, man? He's taking Ebro away?
He's kidnapping Ebro at this point. Yeah, it looks like he tried to take that wide turn. Again, you can see where the road goes pale. It kind of like draws drivers towards it, but it's actually away from the racetrack proper. If you go there and you're not used to this track, you will lose all your bearings, and that seems like exactly what's happened here.
Yeah,
he needs to weave his way through these rocks. Yeah.
That's why, like, I would rather just, hit that ledge, because that ledge is going to tell me, hey, after this ledge, you need to go left here. Because right now he pretty much just lost a lot of time, over a minute, possibly a minute and a half on this first lap. But I'm not gonna lie,
I've got a new vehicle for the next one. Do you want to do the call outs? I think that.
So
exactly.
So
yeah, he still
take
has
your time.
everything to win. Yeah.
All right, let me tell you these secrets, right? I'm gonna tell you a secret. So, when I was playing with controller, I had to mess with it a lot. I had to kind of get my bearings done, right? So, I was pretty much like controlling the gas with, I think, my left bumper button on the controller, and then I was driving with the right, and I was trying to control also the gas, but also turning with the left joystick. So I had like double control of my joystick along with the acceleration of my bumper stick, so I can let go of it, and my vehicle will slow down, and then I can just pretty much control it, lose acceleration, move in the position where I need to go, and then kind of like hold on that bumper again, and then
I think we can
accelerate.
go for Captain Hart.
Secret for you guys, if you guys are trying to get into these, into the Stanton 7, use the controller. It works out pretty well.
Oh, that's a massive jump. He's trying to make up for lost time
Captain
here.
Harlock, Captain Harlock, to Racer 1. Thank you.
There. So far, he hasn't hit a single thing, and it looks like he's
Thought there
trying
was
his
a pause.
best to get back into that race and complete. Nothing but clean lines so far. He did just catch a rock as he made his way down that downward leg.
Yep, we're looking at Princess Foxy. She's giving a really good overhead camera and kind of giving us a visual about the placement of the rocks while he's driving. And we just saw him hit that one. But again, that flat rock that's after you call it the Death Cliff or
Death Ridge.
Death Ridge. There you go. After Death Ridge, you pretty much have a big flat rock in front of you. And if you hit that, it's just gonna take you out.
Oh man! So there it goes. Once more, we have a. Oh, is that a recovery?
No,
he's
flipped over
back
there.
on his back.
Oh no, wait, he's good. Oh, he's good, man. What a
roller coaster,
champion, dude.
Oh man,
that was a pretty good recovery there.
Yeah, he's still in the race, but once again, he's going super wide here on the base leg. That spin is going to have completely made him lose his. Well, it made me lose my bearings. There we go.
I'm gonna lie, it's so trippy watching the official in the passenger seat where the vehicle is literally going everywhere at the moment. But I think this is by far the cleanest race, racer in my opinion. He's losing a bit of control, but I think he could definitely, from his experience racing in the Daymar Rally and doing, other events with us, I think he can clean it up a lot better.
Yeah, I'm sure that once the actual qualifiers come along, his race and his line will be much cleaner. So far, he hasn't really collided with any of the obstacles that do a lot of damage to the vehicle. His biggest issue here is dealing with the heavy banking on especially this main line of the track. And what that's doing is, as you can see here, it causes the RC when it goes at speed to turn as he to swerve as he's turning, and that causes spinning. Yeah. So once he learns where the banking changes, that's like like the help me out here, like the tilt of the track. Like once he learns where all those things change and where they are, there'll be much less of this, and he'll be able to have a much cleaner race. That being said, still very clean. His vehicle, again, I don't think is below 95% hit points right now.
Dude, he's doing, like I said, man, Jerome L being experienced, he got a 2-minute, 16-second lap, even though his lap of 3:38 minutes If he gets his third lap right now, Meyer, that means that for this practice run, he will be in first place. But I'm pretty sure that Jerome L will learn, right? I believe he is one of the champions for the Daymar Rally, but he will learn from this, and he will come back strong, because this is a pretty strong performance right now.
Right, even after getting lost, the moment he crossed that starting line for lap 2, he hit that boost and he went furiously, man. Like, he was only 6 seconds slower than Bondus, who holds the record for tonight. Oh, there we go. That's gonna be an interesting one there. He might have lost quite a bit of hull integrity just because of the way it caused his vehicle to tilt like that. He does have 1 lap to go, but I think he has maybe 1 good collision in him before that's the end of his vehicle.
Yeah, he's taking that very, very wide turn, and I'm not sure why, but I feel like he can definitely get a better time in not taking such a wide turn. But ooh, that really did some damage there.
Okay, no, there's no way he's gonna be able to take 1 more of those, but that's the finish line just up ahead.
Yep. You want to know, Meyer, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, this is the cleanest run, but he's still taking a lot of damage. So that means if you can get 3 nice clean runs here, where's he, or is he going? Okay, so they give him 8 minutes 30 and 3 seconds on that lap. Jerome L getting the fastest lap time by 2 minutes 8 seconds right now, which is 2 seconds faster than our previous competitor that actually didn't get to finish. So our first competitor that finished today, Meyer. Well, what do you think about that run?
That wasn't too bad. Again, this track is pretty precarious, you know. The banking causes you to spin out so much. I think, again, Jeremy, if he can just clean up the base turn before the home stretch, he'll be fine. Like, he's going way too wide in lap number 1. He got lost. He lost an entire minute from it. But as you could see from laps 2 and laps 3, he's pretty consistent in what he does. And it's not the rocks that are the big issue for him. And as a result, I think he's going to do really well.
A quick notification for those who have finished their race, head to the lobby channel all the way at the top. Thank you.
Jeez, man. Let's get it going here. Anyways, Nestor said Jerome Yellow is the HHL Solar Survivor. I knew he won something. I just didn't know what exactly it was. So he did win the Hurston Herlocker. He was a solo winner, so congratulations to him. But that was a pretty good. That was a pretty good run, Jerome Yellow. You know, big fan, dude. Big fan. Get it going. Just clean up that run. Make sure you know where you're going next time, and don't get lost, man. Because I know a lot of the racers for some reason end up watching the stream while they're racing, man. Like.
Paging High Last to Racer 2, High Last to Racer 2 channel.
You don't need to know whose lap. You can find out after. Guys, while the race is going on for the Stanton 7, when the main event happens, qualifiers, we're going to give you guys updates on who has the fastest lap, who's in first place, even while the Racing League is happening. You guys are going to get updates on Twitter. You guys are going to get updates on Gilded. Make sure you guys are following us on Gilded or join our Gilded server. Make sure you guys are following us on Twitter. And make sure you guys are paying attention to all these rankings, because the best in Stanton will be crowned on June 5th when the finals happen. It's going to be an incredible day.
Yeah, I'm so looking forward to it, man. And look how beautiful this track is now that Stanton is out and shining its light on Daymar. Crusaders in the background there, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this next race goes. Will they do any better because there is more visibility, or was nighttime really not so much of an issue at all? We'll have to wait and see.
I don't like nighttime, man. Like, even though in the cameras it feels like it's not that dark, dude, nighttime is just, I don't
Great,
like
we got a
how it
griefer
looks.
on server now.
You can see the
Wanting
rocks
space
better
hacks.
during the day. We may see some better laps right now because they're gonna have more visibility in third person.
Whoever just did the call out of a person being a ganker or
right now we're
griefer,
looking at
DM
the,
Papa Freedom.
Well, whenever watching the races from the officiators like Ebro, we're watching it through third person. When you race, do you race in third person or first person?
It has to be in third person because, like, in first person, it's so hard to see what's coming up in front of you, especially like whether it's like a 5 meters or something like that. You need to figure out what's coming up, and you need to learn just dodge, man. I'm telling you. So if you race in first person, kudos to you, but I can't do it.
Yeah, you sacrifice a lot of immersion, but at the same time, you do. Oh, there we go. That's Captain Harlock, who's already 16 seconds into lap 1. there we go. That's one massive collision. That's the same rock that took out Jack MB, sorry, Ernest Gaming, previously.
Dude, these rocks are just being tough. And again, man, like, I'm not sure if this is the first time these people practicing, but they need to learn to take it easy. Again, guys, take your finger off the shift, turn off, boost, do something. Race normal. That's what will give you your best times. That's your best chance of survivability.
And that's where the 0.6 Gs of Daymar really come into play. Like the smallest of ledge and change in altitude causes these immense jumps that causes issues like he had earlier. And ooh, over Death Ridge, he looks like he's stuck on one of the closer rocks. He tried to cut it in very, very close, very short, but it looks like it didn't play out too well for him here.
Yeah, I think right now that Rock just trying to give him some love and keep him close, you know, because he literally got stuck there, seeing our cameraman trying to push him forward here.
Yeah, so again, you have to be careful not to be too reckless on this track with this vehicle, but when you're in the RC and you have the power that the RC has with that shift button, you have to use it. You can't not use it. I mean, like, it's very hard to, especially since when you're racing the.
I feel like it's so it needs to be so precise, and for some reason, you know, I feel like the, you know, like this may be a weird saying, but I feel like the vehicles are not even perfect in game yet. I mean, I think they could be maybe a little bigger to deal with these smaller rocks, or just kind of go right over them. And I'm not saying like turn them into a Tumble Nova, but just make these buggies just a little bit bigger, maybe probably a couple meters, maybe make the wheels a little bigger in that perspective, because these little rocks that you can literally mine is just doing so much damage, man. I feel like unless it's a straightaway, man, they're gonna keep blowing up.
You want to make the buggies bigger, or you want to make the rocks smaller? You know what I mean? Like, I think.
Well, I think that, I don't know. That's a good point. Just make the buggy bigger, man. No, I think the buggy's a good size, but I just feel like all the damage that it's taken is just so much, man. So much.
Yeah, it's immense, and of course, throughout 2020, we had a few changes to the flight model. I think that although it's not scheduled, ground vehicles haven't had quite the same amount of love in the past, and so I think we're overdue them giving a pass. And
I agree.
Since we have things like the Tumble Ranger, and since we have things like the G12 from Origin, I think it's a matter of time before they tweak these things and make it so that it's a better experience overall, even with these rocks.
Well,
you know?
Well, remember that the Cyclones do have a mechanic that is not in the game yet, where their tires are supposed to expand at one point and hopefully take these terrains a little better, especially with the gravity. So hopefully, whenever that that mechanic jumps in, which I know is not a priority, it'll definitely help these Cyclone gain some traction and have better control within the game. So.
Yeah, there's Captain Harlock now completing lap number 1 with 3 minutes and 37 seconds under their belt. Not the fastest time we've seen, but if they're able to stick with it and to avoid collisions, they'll at least, come out on top with at least second place tonight.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, this is just a practice, ladies and gentlemen. So as soon as they're learning, they're taking it easy. Like practicing by yourself, it's I'm pretty sure it helps in putting in those hours. But once you in the vehicle with a race official, you got casters happening, you got the pressure going from the audience, man. Like, it may not feel like we're at home or we're in a real race, but I mean, pressure is on, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, and over Death Ridge again, and it looks like another good landing here. That's textbook.
That's actually
textbook.
pretty good. Pretty good. 10 out of 10 on that one. We need to have some number cards up here for those jumps.
I don't think he could do any better than that, honestly. Oh, and there's a ledge. Very good stop there. These RCs, they can stop. I think if it was real life, you'd have broken your neck stopping like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I remember seeing in the Daymar Rally when I believe a driver lost oxygen in one of the buggies, and he got literally yeeted out of the Cyclone and got all you see is a cyclone like slowing down, and he's just got thrown out of the cyclone because he lost oxygen. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. So it's like an ejection seat.
I'm looking forward to more of those variables coming into play with these longer races like the Demar Rally. Like, you know, when we have our vehicles here falling to their side, wouldn't it be so cool to have somebody come out with a multi-tool just to pull it up and write it up? Right now you're stuck, but you know, soon with things like the gravity gun, you have the tools to make those things work. You know, if you lose a wheel, you can replace it, things like that. I'm really looking forward to the future of events like this when more systems come into play with Star Citizen.
It's definitely going to be fun, you know, and kind of like the Demar Rally, like a lot of people know the Demar Rally is not even 100% completed, right? We still, like, we have checkpoints when the game, you know, when refueling comes into play, when you're able to repair your vehicle, you know, you can swap those vehicles out, put it on, you know, on your supporting craft, fix it, and keep cycling those same vehicles because you're not going to have to go back and try to respawn things like that. So definitely should be interesting.
And there's lap 2 with 2 minutes and 29 seconds. So he's doing a bit slower than Jeremy, but if he's able to just avoid any more snags like we just saw here, he might still give Jeremy a run for his money.
I think so too, but Jeremy had a really, really good last lap after getting used to the course, and I believe our current consistent second lap captain right now is pretty far out from Jerome L's second lap. So, but still, once he finishes, man, that still puts him in a good place, in a good practice run, and hopefully, you know, when it comes to qualifying day, I believe they'll be able to qualify.
That's right. He was about 13 or so seconds slower than I believe his name is, than Jeremy L. It's now coming up to 7 minutes and 13 seconds of his race as he goes down Death Ridge. He has just over or just under a minute to beat this top time.
Yep, guys, and for those of you guys that are watching at home, guys, welcome, and thank you guys for joining us for a Stanton 7 practice. Sorry, Meyer, go ahead.
I was gonna say, just this is looking very good, and yeah, welcome everybody.
Yeah, this is pretty good right now, guys. Like, it's going really well, guys. We're doing some Stanton 7 practice qualifiers in our first course in order to qualify for Stanton 7, and we've had a pretty eventful day so far. So let's see how many races we can be able to cycle around and get them, you know, get these best times.
Right, he's got 8 seconds left as he goes round the base leg to try and beat Jeremy, but there it goes. That's past 8:03, so he'll at least take home second at this pace.
Yep, we see him around Freedom's camera on the eastern cam right now. He's coming up. Never mind. We're gonna go back to Diva Juice fan, and we're gonna see his time right now. You know, and I think he definitely did a great job in finishing. But I still believe that Jerome Miel has that spot.
That is correct, yes.
Yes, 100%. With this, and he's just coming into that finishing line right about now.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's just about 42 seconds slower than on Jeremy L. So,
yep.
Yeah.
There's like, you know, like, let's talk about boost for a second, because like there's ledges where you can boost a little bit to fly over rocks that you can literally just use gravity, you know, in your favor and be able to just get a faster lap. But it's so hard to control if you don't know how to control it properly. You know, with these cyclones, that if you don't know how to, you know, use that as an advantage, I wouldn't even try it. I would just, you know, take it nice and steady and take those 2-minute laps, because if you take 2-minute laps right now, you'll be in a good position.
Yeah, those racers that learn this track, that properly marry it, are going to know exactly when to use those boosts to go over those roads. This is I guess, one of those things that as we have more and more of these races, people are going to keep learning it and fine-tuning their craft, and eventually, and maybe even by the time we get to the qualifiers, we might see some really, really big changes from what we're seeing today.
Yeah, it should be very interesting. And again, we have over 80 registration, guys. The Stanton 7 registration closes on January 31st at midnight PST. So if you guys want to get your chance to compete and qualify for the Stanton 7. Make sure you guys sign up today, right now, stanton7.com. Go over there, and guys, sign up is free, okay?
Hard luck.
Free gear if you win. First, second, and third, obviously qualify for prizes, and we're still working on some prizes for trophies and whatnot. So that's still more information to come soon.
That's right, 100% free, and that's the best price. So the next racer we have is Hilas, who's currently lining up here at the starting line. And they'll be good to go in the next 10 or so seconds. Do we know Hilas from the DMR rally?
I honestly do not. The name doesn't really sound familiar, in all honesty. But, you know, maybe they didn't race because sometimes, like, the DMR rally is too long for an endurance race for people, or just too long in general. Like, nobody wants to be in front of their computer racing for 5 hours. But, hey, to say you win the DMR rally, to say you finish the DMR rally, though, is a pretty good achievement because, you know, I can't even finish it.
And Hilas is off. We're already 12 seconds into his race there. Oh, he tried to take that inside corner and it did not pay. What the heck? Never mind, that was desync. That was a good jump. I take it back.
Yeah, but I think he still hit the rock and still able to make that jump because you did see his hull getting some damage there and taking some of that durability off his Cyclone RC.
That's right. He's not going to go around the western corner there. We've got a good shot as he goes over the Death Ridge.
This is going very slow.
Taking it wide. Much wider than I've seen any other racer take this jump.
That's actually a very smart move there, Meyer, because instead of throwing yourself outwards, it throws yourself inwards towards the track and saves you at least 5 seconds of your time in this track.
Very true. And he landed at 52 seconds on the ridge, which is the same time that Arquitecto, our first racer or second racer, took but wasn't able to complete the race. Arquitecto was one of our faster racers as well, so Hilas is looking pretty good so far. Just made his way past that that tricky wide ledge as well.
Yeah,
in a really good time.
You can see a lot of these rocks too just affect him, but I think he has a good straightaway. Again, during the day, we're seeing more racers actually able to finish and able to complete these, all 3 laps and getting some good times here. So again, our fastest lap is 2 minutes 8 seconds so far by Jerome L. Hopefully we can see some faster laps and see, those 1-minuters here pretty soon.
Yep, and he's going around that smaller ridge right now, and it looks like he knows exactly where he's going. This should be a very sharp turn for Hilas, and it's not going to be a 155, but it's going to be very close to one of the faster laps we've seen in the Stanton 7 trials today.
Trying to get a view here from Freedom's camera, but I think he's a bit turned to the right a little bit more. Here we go. There he is.
2 minutes and 8 seconds.
What?
That's our fastest lap so far.
That's right there with Jerome L. Last time, unless there were some milliseconds of difference there, but I still trying to take that jump there.
Yeah, I think that's desync. So like he takes the jump, and on his client it's clean, but on Ibra's client it takes a couple seconds to recover. But there we go. That's an actual snag right there. He hit his back left wheel, on a rock, and he's gonna have lost about 3 or 4 seconds as he makes his way again. Death Ridge wide.
Hot mic.
Oh, he tipped that rock, but he still had some control, and I believe he's gonna land in the middle of those rocks. But I think he has some control here, and he's doing pretty good to get in out of that. I'm gonna call it Stonehenge right there.
That is a Stonehenge right there. And yeah, I was gonna say that was a good recovery. He did slow down towards the exit. He's not going to have another 208. I'm thinking maybe 215, 220, but that's still gonna put him in a good position here if he doesn't collide again.
Very nice jump over the big rock using gravity on his favor. He has a very clean push. We might see a 1-minute lap here, Meyer. I'm excited.
You think?
No, probably not. He just hit a rock.
Not anymore. You hate to see it. He tried to weave through that, but he sadly clipped it and flipped over. But at least he's still in the race.
Oh no.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
he's
super
still good.
strength.
I think hopefully that
I'm
desync doesn't
peeking.
do
I'm
any
transmitting
damage.
right
When I
now.
see it from like Iber's cam is just like I feel like he's taking a lot of damage, but I don't think he is because he would have probably blown up already by now. But they're like I said, Meyer, they're taking the outside and when we're getting closer to
They don't really understand because everyone's
side because it's just
sounds
so much
very
small
stacky
rocks
for me
you
in
just
voice
don't
right now.
want to take that damage.
Yeah, he's taking that east ridge again very
Right.
slowly or very
Right, let
very
me double check
tightly.
the settings, but I
Even,
can't
and
even
he's
see
going to
them.
land
But
right at that
I'll
last
just push the
straightaway
talking
here.
right
He
now.
should be good
I can see the
for
green
another
green
good
overlying
for another good lap.
and then it goes.
So the thing about desync again is that like
Yeah, it's
again we're
working.
looking through the eyes of Ibra citizens. So if Ibra's client thinks that Helas has hit something, then Helas's car will glow
I
orange.
tried to
even
control
if he
everything, it
hasn't
doesn't work.
really. But what's an interesting thing is that
Because I run a quick test again. I was counting, so you probably didn't hear me.
is that sometimes you can have a better look at where the vehicle is in
Say
third
again?
person in another vehicle than actually being in the car with them.
I did not hear.
He's gonna be using that same
Uh,
jump
so-
again, dude. That is a very very good strategy.
I can't believe that
with that
Veer
jump.
Very good.
And I think we lost him.
enables
Nope,
mic
he's gone
for
already.
no
Damn,
reason.
Priscilla can't
With
even keep
no,
up. That's how fast this guy is.
why?
And that was a 2-minute and 24
What the hell?
second lap for lap 2. Again with this, look at this turn. Look how fast the RC can stop. Like you have to be really good at timing this, and also make sure you don't snag that rock. It looks like jump number 3, not as great as number 1, but that was still very clean.
Yeah, I think
That spin is gonna make them lose some seconds though.
I think landing right in the to the left is that
Right,
stone hedge.
thanks, Cordy. So it means there is some voice
giving him that leverage to kind of come
activation,
through and
but
dodge there, and then
I
getting
don't
another
have
nice
anything
jump over
set.
those big rocks.
Any settings.
Very very smart, and that's
There's no
exactly what I was
voice
talking about
activation
earlier, Meyer.
enabled.
Using these ledges and gravity, so you can jump over these rocks
That's
and
really
save
wrong
some
and
time
especially
trying to go around.
very bad.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
it
like
can
Alexa,
be a risky
you know,
play,
listening to
especially, and we just
even
passed
if
that
you
cluster he got stuck
do
on
not enter
before.
any
It can be
commands.
risky if you hit it things just wrong. And on Ibra's client, that looked like it was going to be the end, but he's still in it for now.
Yeah, they're doing a really, really great job. And right now on Papa Freedom's camera, he's just zooming through and doing a great job. I think this, I don't know, man. He's doing fantastic so far. I'm really enjoying this race right now.
This is going to be our fastest lap, should he complete.
Come on.
He's going
I
over the
believe in
eastern
you.
ledge now. And he's well over 2 minutes faster than
Control.
our current leader.
Dude, he's killing it right now. He is completely killing it. I believe that's going to be time. 2 minutes, 3 seconds. Damn.
That's amazing. So still no sub 2 minutes, but that's going to be tough to beat with 6:36 for his total total race. So let's go ahead and I'm going to type that in.
Damn, Meyer. This guy brought the fire, the heat, Helios, with the best time for today's practice so far. 6 minutes and 36 seconds. Hot damn. Sorry, I got excited, Chad. My bad. Sorry, Meyer.
If you have already competed in a qualifying race, please move to the lobby channel at the top.
Like, we had so many people, like, tagging us on Twitter at Atmo Esports on
You should move
Twitter.
to the lobby
And
channel.
they're like, oh, yeah, I did a minute
If you already
50,
completed your race, please
5-second laps. Like,
move to the
today,
lobby
man,
channel,
we're not seeing
so that way we
these-
can get a
these
visual
laps
cue
up,
of
and maybe
who
people
is still
are not
left to race.
practicing today to not let their strategies out, but I don't think it's going to matter on race day, man. You know, those nerves are going to tickle you a little bit, and you can probably, you know, use your mouse and go left or go right a little bit, and you just completely mess
Hi.
up. So
Hi, everybody.
you better have this track down if you want to qualify for the Stanton
Hello, man.
because this shit is gruesome.
That's right. So 208, 224.
Seems like I've been,
number 2 is
training.
really letting him down there, and 203. This is going to be really, really tough to beat.
Oh, sorry, what?
Do you think after seeing Helas race?
It looked like you have been training, Alice. I don't know where you were driving. And... I have been training like for a week. But
Yeah, that was a nice run.
like 3 or 4 times.
I don't know. I feel like desync is playing a little
I have to improve my timing.
Right on.
My best personal timing was like 140. I mean, I think.
Maestro Armero currently rolling in Deva fans.
Hey, Helas, man, congratulations. That was very nice.
Into lap number
Thanks.
1, scraping
Guys,
a
thanks.
rock and catching a wheel.
Oh,
Thanks to
now I
Steve,
have to
going
eat
good
something.
so far.
He literally just ping-ponged and bounced off of that rock when he had that front left wheel.
Ship at that final turn was throwing me off. I was afraid that I was going to go too far to the left and get disqualified or something.
This racer takes on the Death Ridge. Before he last went super wide, it looks like Maestro has a completely different approach here and is going right round the inside.
360 landed. Pop a wheelie.
He landed into a wheelie with 47 seconds. That's probably the fastest we've ever seen anybody complete Death Ridge as well.
And the funny part is that he messed up earlier on. Like when I was racing, I started from the other ledge, and I was clearing the first part in about 35 seconds. But that still doesn't mean that the second half is not gonna tear you apart. So.
That's right. That's right. This track isn't just about one specific obstacle. The entire track is an obstacle. So even if you're able to dance around the Death Ridge, you still have to take care of all this stuff as well. And there it goes. He almost flipped over. So far, no catastrophic collisions, but he is having a few issues here, I think.
Yeah, we're looking at Papa Freedom's camera right now, and he is currently just tearing it up. And again, everybody's doing a very smart job staying towards the outside and not trying to go for the inside of the ledge because it's just so much little rocks and so much dangerous. And I believe he just spun out there.
Yeah, he spun out a couple times right here, and that looked like a collision, but he's still going straight. He's lost quite a bit of time on this eastern ridge here with all these rocks, and that was a straight-on collision. And another one of those, and that's gonna be his race. 2 minutes and 11 seconds have passed already. This is not gonna be one of the faster laps, but we'll see. He did really well in the first half of the first lap, so there is still hope for Maestro Amiro.
All right, let's talk a little bit of durability while Maestro gets his race on. Because do you feel like the durability is fair for these cyclones right now?
Well, I mean, you know how fast these things are going.
Yeah.
Sometimes our racers here, they slap into these rocks. I think it's realistic, but sadly, I think it's more an issue of just the traction of these vehicles. They kind of seem to fly maybe a bit too much. The Tumbril Cyclones in the lore have like little jets that keep them pinned to the ground when they race and when they go faster. It doesn't necessarily seem like that's the case here, but that might just be because it's 0.6 G, so it's not as effective as if it was like at 1 G. I'd be very interested to see how this plays out in like Hurston or like any other Earth-like gravity planet.
Yeah, no, I completely understand here, man, and it's just like oh man, like this course, guys. Again, man, these little rocks are gonna completely kill you and just make you lose seconds and so many seconds of time that you're gonna need to qualify. And to be honest, man, I feel like this course is fair for qualifying you for the Stanton 7 Mile, because the next courses when you qualify for the Stanton 7 will be probably worse than this. So I think this is just getting you ready for the tip of the iceberg here.
That's right. Not only that, it's fair simply because everybody has to deal with the same mess. And we're getting some amazing shots from Enigmatic here as Maestro goes through.
You 1 second,
I do love
to answer a message.
Yeah.
Here.
No worries. You want to continue?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, no, I do love these, what they used to call the director camera, that they're using right here to track and to chase these vehicles. The way you can change the focal length of your camera in-game, like how console games for a while have been doing things, but live and on the fly, and Star Citizen can really make something, even, you know, as, you know, with such a high temperament as Star Citizen, and, you know, I guess, for lack of a better word, sometimes janky, still look really good. I don't know which camera we're watching right now, as it looks like Maestro makes his way down the eastern part of the racetrack here at 4 minutes and 52 seconds total here. He is snagging quite a bit. It doesn't look like this is going to be a... He's snagging quite a bit. It doesn't seem like this is going to be one of those laps that are going to be contending for the gold, but at the very least, he's been pretty consistent. He's only hit a rock once flat on. And as I was saying before, you know, like these vehicles, they have quite they're quite delicate, but at the same time, I think it's only fair for how fast you're running into these rocks.
I have it on the official's camera right now. Just
okay.
Let you know.
Right on. So yeah, that's lap number 2 done with 2 minutes and 35 seconds. So again, not the fastest we've seen so far tonight, but
Meant
at
to
the very
switch.
least, this is a relative
You
consistency.
keep tab, you go whatever, you drive whatever one you want.
If they're able to get a clean lap here, they might just be able to contend with the likes of Hilas and Jeremy, but we'll have to wait and see after this jump. Over the stone cluster. Oh, that's something else. That is something else.
Oh man, he's just hanging there right now, trying to like.
Yeah.
It's like a monkey in a palm tree, man.
They did manage to survive, though. It did not look like they took much damage from that, but again, they took that right underneath their vehicle where we couldn't see if there was any actual damage or hit markings there. I'm not sure if the Cyclone vehicles do in fact have destructibles underneath them, but we'll see in a second, because if that landing was in fact an impact, he probably has maybe 1 or 2 left as he approaches this ridge before he explodes. That being said, it's lap number 3, so let's cross our fingers for him.
All right, I'm back here. Sorry about that. Just trying to deal with something on the back end with along with the race here, but we're trying to get everything going here. Hold on, give me 1 second.
All right, and he's making his way to the 3/4 mark on this race, 7 minutes and 28 seconds. He needs to get through in about 30-odd seconds if he wants to be able to beat Jeremy's time. And it's looking pretty good. He's got 20 seconds to beat. This is a pretty ridiculous lap from Maestro Amero. He has to be careful. He has to straighten up. 13 seconds to beat, and there is the finish line. Oh, snap. At least he didn't explode. He needs to get okay, back out there, and okay, with 3 seconds to go. 1, 2. He was 1 second slower than Jeremy there. 1 second slower than, I guess, number 2. Hilas, of course, with 6 minutes and 36 seconds, is still in first place. Jeremy in second, and with this race, Maestro Amero is third with 8 minutes and 4 seconds.
I'll be honest with you here, Meyer. You know what? I feel like Jeremy L on the first, he was distracted, obviously, on the first lap. So I feel like if he wasn't there, he would have gave, I think it was Ilias or Zilius. I forgot what the name was.
Hilas.
Hilas would have given him a run for his money. But Maestro, you finished. Great job on that part, and let's check out the next racer, who's going to be Salem Frost, who is also taking part in the Neymar Rally prior.
Salem Frost, and they're currently ready and teed off to go.
All right, guys, let's get it going. Again, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out today, guys. Appreciate you guys being here. Again, this is just a Stanton 7 practice. We have different courses. We don't have, it's not going to be the same course. This is only the qualifier course for today that everybody's practicing. And I think Meyer, I think these racers are getting some good knowledge about what they need to change or what they need to do or what they need to adjust in order to get, that on for the next race.
That's right, and the added benefit of these trial races as well is that not only do they get to practice, but they also get to see how their fellow contestants also go and handle the same things and the same problems, and to see their solutions and to weigh them in and see if they like them or not. So far, Salem, who's just started, has taken an immense line here, avoiding all these rocks and just driving over nothing but clean space.
See the overhead camera right here?
It looks like maybe perhaps just judging by the way he's driving, he is using his keyboard though.
Yeah, you can tell when they when they're taking some really sharp lefts or rights, or when they kind of lose control a little bit, and that's why it gets me so nervous. But you tap a rock and all of a sudden you're trying to hold control, but you swing your
I have to stay online in the game or just log out.
Make you lose control, but you've seen some good racers today.
Stay in the game so other griefers and other people who might disrupt the race can get him.
This early into the race,
So I have to log out.
of death Death Rage with
Tell
54 seconds.
the officials
That's a
then,
whole 10
so
seconds
that they can
faster
get
than
someone
any
else
other racer so far.
in,
We'll or see how they take on the
just
Eastern
be prepared.
I'm very excited because, like, you know, like, I love that the Stanton 7 is something
Okay,
that you can't
thanks.
just come in and say, hey, there's a track, I have a cyclone, let me race. No, if you don't practice, you're not going to end up qualifying for the top 16 to be able to join season 1 of the Stanton 7, which is then going to get you, you know, into the full race and get these placements going. But Salem Cross, dude, looking incredible right now, going for a minute, probably minute 40. No, come on. He needs to pass.
Only lost a second from that landing, though.
He needs to pass that rover for that under 2 minutes. Come on, man, you got this. The rover's right in front of him.
Come on, 10 seconds to go. You can do this.
And there we go, clocked it at 1 minute 54 seconds, the fastest lap so far. I think he can do really well here if he continues to keep this up.
That's right, 1:54. That's a whole 14 seconds faster than the second fastest time for lap number 1. So Salem has a huge advantage there. That Death Ridge jump was just clean, and the ridges afterwards were just expertly done. I don't think I've seen a faster time than this. I think the fastest time I've seen firsthand is about 1:59. So that's really good. Okay, but that second Death Ridge jump may have taken a bit of hull integrity from the RC there. You saw as it landed on its rear. The wheels did not contact the ground first, but they still managed to keep it going, and they're rolling, and they're doing a really good job here in lap number 2. All in all, this is a pretty clean race as well, because it does also appear, not that it necessarily matters too much, that that Eber citizen who's in the co-pilot seat, and I think maybe I've spoken too soon. I was gonna say how it didn't seem like there was much desync, but there we go. Okay, now Salem is now running his way through the eastern wing. He's taking this eastern ridge a bit wide. We'll have to see how this goes.
But he has another
overall,
good lap right now.
It's been amazing so far. He took that eastern ridge like a champ, and he bounced. Oh, I thought he bounced over it, but it came back there. That's a nasty collision.
Oh, he's losing time here right now, Meyer. He's losing some like 5 seconds right there, and he's okay. He got it.
Now it's not the time to park. But yeah, there we go. That is 1 minute and 52 seconds with being stuck. So far, he's looking good. That last collision, though, is, even though it didn't cost him too much time, and this is our fastest race so far, that has cost him a lot of hull integrity. He cannot take another crash like that, otherwise he will explode. We have seen vehicles blow up within the first 15 seconds before from one collision.
Yeah, that should have been right there a 1 minute 40-second lap, definitely around probably 48 seconds. He definitely lost anywhere between like 4 to 5 seconds with that, but I think this guy is doing magnificent, racing incredible, and he knows the line very, very well.
Yeah, that was a slow launch there from Death Ridge, and it almost cost him. They were able to bump off the column and not take any damage.
Yep.
And it's looking still very clean. It looks like this Eastern Ridge, which normally claims quite a few of our racers' time or even vehicles, is textbook for this guy.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing right now is somebody that from Salem Frost, like I said, he's been in the Daymar Rally quite often. I think probably maybe even all 3 years, but right now he's showing some magnificent racing, probably the best, and something that's going to be super hard to beat with these 1 minute 50-second laps. And again, I haven't seen him put boost. I haven't seen him, boost it up. He doesn't need it. He's doing fantastic, and it seems like if he doesn't get stuck here, he's gonna get that minute and 40-second lap here coming up.
That's right, and because they didn't use boost, and here it comes, 143.
143, man.
Woo! All right, that's the fastest we've ever seen.
Salem Frost, I don't know what you got what you ate this morning. You got some Fruity Pebbles, you got some Lucky Charms, man, but you definitely brought it on today, and that's going to be something hard to beat, Meyer, when qualifiers come around.
that, Crucian, is going to be incredibly hard. That third lap, they did lose some time in Death Ridge. I think there is some seconds to squeeze out from this race still, but this is going to be tough tonight.
I think that third lap that he did for 1 minute and 43 seconds was, I would say, 95% perfect. He did still hit a couple nicks in here, nicks here and there, but I think like he still have probably up to 10 seconds to shave for his first and second lap at this time. But Salem Frost, you absolutely destroyed the track. You made this thing your own. I was gonna say the bad word, but I held back, Chad. I held back.
Nice save. Nice save, Crucian. But like, yeah, the key thing to take away from this race, though, he didn't boost. I did not see the exhaust flare once in that race.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, if you have a habit of hitting that shift button, Meyer, turn that shit off. Simple.
Yeah, because again, this is the Cyclone RC. Compare this, the fastest ground vehicle in the game, to the slowest, which is the Greycat PTV. I've firsthand seen a PTV complete this in 3 minutes and 4 seconds for the first lap. So that's a minute differential from some of these racers who are using boost and snagging quite a bit. So there is something to be said there about taking it slow and steady to win this race.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun here, man. And here we go, Divas U fan with WMK. WMK, another insane member. He actually he knows how to race, man. He always competes in all of the Admo Esports events. We're gonna go to the chase cam here so we don't get that desync, but I think WMK is gonna do good, man. I like, even though he starts bumpy, he's gonna get his strides, and I think he's gonna do really good. I think him and Salem Frost, not sure if they were teammates at one point, but serious racers that are always at our practice events, and we're definitely gonna see some good racing from WMK here.
Yeah, he may have lost a couple seconds there with that boulder, but yeah, he did take that first leg quite well.
I see if I can see any of the racers from here. But I don't
Interesting approach.
see anyone pass by yet.
That was definitely a bit. Oh no, getting that sideways. I think that's gonna be.
They should.
GG. Yep. Yeah, so what looked like it happened there was, as he approached Death Ridge, he did not give it time to turn, and he turned just as he hit the lip, and that caused that spinning effect that we see these cyclones have. He's lucky he didn't explode, but he might still be in it.
Congratulations for your timing.
But he wasn't able to catch his wheels on the ground.
I love that Princessa Foxy is one of the only ones like that as a camera person uses the Mako, even though we don't have you know, what do you call it, the
It's my first time here.
The camera's in game. I'm talking about with the Mako. I think she's one of the only ones that uses it, and she does such a great job with that ship. Giving us those
when I do my
visuals.
things on my stream, I need to use the Mako, otherwise I refuse, you know? Like, the Mako exists for a reason, so you have to use it, you know? Also, it's the Atmo Esports color scheme, so why aren't you using it, you know?
That is true. It just needs a little bit of that orange there, but I can't wait to see, like, how they're going to implement, you know, that camera when the game comes out, because I'm really excited to see that.
Yeah, it's got a whole, like, studio suite in there. Like, you have the pilot, you have the co-pilot, and the camera.
Yeah.
But you also have, in the back, you have this, like, wide screen that you could have, like, at least 12 different feeds going at once. So, who knows what CIG have in store for it, but it does, whenever I see it, it just, like, my imagination goes wild.
Yeah, the broadcaster bus. That's what we're going to call it, just like in real life. She's trying to get that. She's trying to get that buggy flipped over, ladies and gentlemen. We don't want to have any debris or any other vehicles, but I think that's gonna be the race for WMK. WMK, man, I know you got a better lap in you, but it's all good, man. Very, very good try again.
Better luck next time.
It's only a practice, so not to worry about it.
All right, so the next racer is going to be with Ibra Citizen there, and it's going to be Semper Spiro.
WMK is still timer still going, so I think we're let him continue on at the moment.
Okay, even with the camera moving in, it does look like he's still racing, so I guess that's the case.
Yep, he is still racing right now, so I think they're going to give him, mean, like, like maybe this where the support vehicles for these racers are able to flip their, flip their qualifier over maybe at one point. But again, guys, we're still writing the rule book at this time, which should come out a little bit after registration. So just give us some time. Literally, Meyer, 2 weeks ago we had the Daymar rally, so which took a lot out of us. So we'll have the rule book here done pretty soon here. So bear with us, guys.
Yeah. And there's something to be said about making the rules on the fly as you see how these people take on this course, because it means that you can fine-tune things, right up until the very last minute. If we were like set in stone right now, things wouldn't be perfect for when things actually go.
I would actually like to hear a racer's feedback. Maybe Salem Frost or somebody that can talk about, like, do they feel like this course is adequate for the Cyclone RC? Should it be a different Cyclone that should be for the qualifier round? But I think, like, the speed is what makes this course interesting, because you need to have control of that speed. If not, you're gonna end up blowing up at some point.
Like that. That was perfectly timed, dude. That was perfectly timed.
Was that my fault, Meyer? No, stop. That better not have been my fault, dude. I probably did. I'm sorry, chat. Sorry. Whoever was
so
involved,
WMK.
Man. Look at
sadly
that view.
wasn't able.
Oh crap.
That's great. That view from Princess's camera.
Yeah, literally flat on his face. Oh man.
Yeah, hate to see it. Yeah.
Do you have any place where you look at the timetable? Meyer, let me answer this question real quick. Maestro, once in the rule book, we will have the full schedule there as well. Again, once registration closes, we're gonna have the roster, the rule book, all coming out like a week after. We're working on that right now. So as soon as the rule book comes out, you guys will get the full schedule about how the Stanton 7 schedule is gonna look like. Okay, for those of you guys that are trying to qualify and compete.
That's right, and it looks like Semper Sparrow is now on their way to the starting line of their trial. So they're following an arrow. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there.
It's enigmatic. He's like flying solo right now to the ground.
Yeah. So you can tell that Sparrow is using a keyboard and mouse just because of how it's juttering as he moves back and forwards. You can also tell that he's not using the decoupled mode that just came with it as well, because otherwise he could be rolling right now.
Yeah, that is true. By the way, if you're a racer in chat and you're currently watching the other racers qualify right now, do any of you out there, are you guys using a controller? Are you guys using a racing wheel? Let us know what you guys are racing with, because I'm very interested to see if we have a certain dynamic of how these racers are and what they're using to control their vehicles right now. Because, like, I still feel like controller has a huge advantage right here, especially for racing buggies at this speed.
100%. I'd also be very interested to know if anybody is making use of the decoupled mode that came out in 312.
I'm flying blue keyboards. Shut up. Blue keyboards.
Alright, Sparrow is now lined up. And he's going, and that was a great start. The moment he moved, the clock went off, so he hasn't lost a single second so far.
Yep, right
there
now
have been a few slower starts.
Yeah, right now the officials actually in the Gilded channel with them, and they count down for them. So they have a live feed about when they have that countdown, and they should have no delay because we're not doing it on stream at all. So
right on. Okay, taking that wide path, the same one that WMK also took just a couple seconds prior. So far, so good, weaving through those rocks.
Yeah, he's doing a great job with these jumps and just taking it nice and slow. And I think I think a lot of these people are kind of learning from Salem Frost, like no boost, no nothing, just go ahead and just take your time here, man. And I believe jumping a little bit stuck, trying to take it slow and desperate.
Okay, he tried to tee himself up so he could land flat, I think is what he did. But again, because they're using keyboard and mouse, and because of the way that works, it looked a bit juddery. That was a 58-second landing there. So that's about 14 seconds slower than Salem's jump.
That's why I feel like, you having control of your acceleration and being able to kind of slow it down at any moment's notice or lose that trigger, I think is so, you know, beneficial for when you're trying to just go as fast as you can in this game. So I think maybe trying to figure out a decent keybind for yourself to be able to get better control of your speed in these Cyclone RCs can make a big difference in this race, Meyer.
Yeah, 100%. And again, that's why, again, this decoupled mode that I keep trying to sell to people is so good. Because like normally, like the way these Cyclones work, you press W, you let go, and then the IFCS, the computer system that's on all these ships and vehicles, it tells the vehicle to brake. But if you turn decoupled on, it will let it coast instead and use up all the energy so that you can have much more fluid turns.
But even though if you let it coast, man, I feel like that's such a dangerous, you know, position for, you know, if you don't know how to race that way, like if you haven't practiced that way and all of a sudden you try to do that, man, I feel like you're gonna end up messing up somehow. But you just gotta be careful.
That's right. There's definitely a balance that you have to take, and there are risks with everything. And it looks like Semper is coming with a 2-minute 30-second lap there.
Not bad right there, Meyer. Yep.
Yeah.
Not bad
So what do you
in terms
think?
of like, you know, not bad in terms of like trying to match, you know, other people's speed. I feel like a lot of people are coming in at that time in the first lap and just kind of getting a feel on how the, you know, and how the terrain is and how the race is, and hopefully, you know, hitting that. Wait, is that a Cyclone?
That was a dead one. That was WMK's that he just drove past.
How is that thing still there?
Sometimes the wheels stay. Oh, that's another collision right there. So yeah, Semper isn't using his boost, so he's able to, you know, keep a fairly like a decent and consistent time. But there are some parts that I think would still benefit from being able to do that.
Yeah, you guys see me switching a lot. I'm trying to keep up with all the cameras here this time. I'm trying to get you guys the best angle and the best views and the best jumps that you guys can see while we'll still be reviewing their laps. And, you know, Meyer still has an eye on the lap time, so but we always like to get the best views that we can for you guys out there. So
That's right, and it looks like he's doing pretty well. I have to say, again, it's a bit of a slower race right now with Semper, but it's definitely a safer one. You can tell that there is a lot of calculated effort that goes into what they're doing here. They haven't really hit too many things, Crucian, but at the same time, you know, like if a bit more risk was employed, maybe even a bit of that boost, they could do a bit better. And there comes that banking again right here in the eastern path, but it looks like
oh no.
for a second.
Poor guy.
why is it making it so difficult to land on those floors? Meyer, I just got a report from one of the racers. He says, so you guys thought I was using mouse and keyboard because my turns were very sharp. I was actually using a shield and pedals. That's pretty interesting.
A shoe and pedals?
A shield? What is this shield?
Oh, okay.
What's a shield, Meyer? Do you know?
I haven't. A wheel and pedals. Okay, there you go. So it looks like this must be their support craft here. I have not seen that Talon in before, but I think it's been there for a while. You remember that blue flash we saw earlier? There's currently a bug in this patch where when the Talon goes into quantum travel in the verse, you can see it from anywhere. That's what that flash is.
And it's gone. I guess judging from the explosion.
I'm like, what's the shield?
Wait, does an explosion get hit? Poor guy. He flips over and then tries to get.
Obviously confirmed there though, the wheel and pedal does work for racing Star Citizen, which, dude, like, the stuff that you can use in this game is pretty incredible, man. Like, pad, wheel and pedals, you can use mouse and keyboard, dual sticks, ODAS dual sticks, anything is possible in this game.
That's right. That's that controller parity that CIG are so big on. And now you can even use your eyes with the Tobii eye tracker.
Imagine trying to turn left and right with the Tobii eye tracker, man. That would be something.
I mean, if anything, it would make driving in first person more immersive. And there we go. That's the second lap there with 3 minutes and 40 seconds. A bit of time there lost just after Death Ridge and the Eastern Corridor. But it looks
this is still not the qualifier race. You have time to practice. You have a full month, 27 days to still practice and still be able to get used to this lap so you can be able to qualify for the Stanton 7 Season 1.
Semper going off the western area again. They're off Death Ridge and into a group of rocks, but managed to land perfectly. I would say even with the 360, that was pretty textbook.
Yeah, that was still pretty good. He did a great job. I'm not sure if that was on purpose, so I'm not sure if that was planned, but that was pretty good.
Nah, crew, come on. It was all planned. It's all calculations, man. Simple geometry.
Not in Star Citizen with this gravity on Neymar, man. I don't think you can calculate jumps like that right now. Either it happens or you're just gonna wipe out.
True. But he's doing all right here. I think that maybe he has, I would say at the very least 2 collisions here. But again, with Stanton being high in the sky now, it shouldn't be too. I don't think that he's gonna hit anything on his way home now.
Yeah, not at all here. And I think he's doing really well trying to get through these rocks towards the end. I feel like people are now understanding, you know, all the rocks. I'm going to be honest, and this is something that I'm not sure if these racers do. Get on foot and walk around the track. And envision in your head, what would you do with your vehicle? Walk on foot during the day, see where the rocks are, memorize that in your head. So that way you know that, hey, when I was walking on foot, there's this small rock that can probably flip my shit over and make me blow up. So I'm not going to go through here. So, I mean, anything that will help you visualize your play here will help you. And there we go, Meyer. Pretty damn good third lap
8 minutes
there.
29.
Yep. Very, very good. 2-minute 19-second lap there for Semper Spiro with a total time of 8 minutes 29 seconds. Great job there, Spiro. You know, all he has to do is clean up a little bit, and he can definitely, you know, pull those 1 minute 50-second timers there.
That was
Yeah. Especially that third lap was very promising there for Semper. So
that last one was alright. No idea what the time was. What was the time?
Semper, that was fantastic, man.
Next time we see them up here in the Stanton 7 trials, should they be participating?
216 is worse, I think.
Yeah, guys. Right now, the Stanton 7, the qualifiers is scheduled
Yeah, I was struggling with frame rate in that, but
Yeah, but by the way, that 360 roll, that was fantastic.
hey, that last one, I like that.
It was
Too
great,
much
man.
turn in it. I think that's going to be the faster route.
Indeed.
Just go down that hill.
You know, we do giveaways, we do
Get back to
collaborations
Discord.
with other content creators for Star Citizen, so you guys can follow
I did turn into it because you go over there, you always turn anyway. So you just add a bit extra turn and you end up pointing where you want, right, rather than the wrong way.
Good stuff, and definitely announcing our Stanton 7 merch as well.
Got it.
So
So what color?